Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all the leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. All right, welcome on in. It is a Wednesday edition of what's Inside Edge Primetime. It's right here on the Inside Edge Network. I'm your host. I'm Chad Bryan. I have got Autumn Chisholm with me. I'm going to unmute your mic so I can hear you. That's not fair to keep you muted. That wasn't very nice of me. Like I said, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Somehow, I don't know. I guess all the days kind of blend together in the summer for me. Autumn. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I don't even know what day it is. Other than the show, I know there's Tuesday Top 5 and Wayback Wednesday, so that kind of helps keep me grounded a little bit. But while we're here, let me remind you to check out our website at InsideEdgeNetwork.com. You can read. We've got a personality section. You can read about all of your favorite personalities. And why are we switched? We're on the wrong sides of the screen. It felt weird. I felt like I was going to slide off the right. I feel better now. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, read about all your favorite personalities. Even if they do fall off one side of the screen, they're still there on the website at InsideEdgeNetwork.com. So you can read about Autumn. And just like I said last night, just keep reading about Autumn. That's probably one of your favorite personalities. So just read about Autumn a lot. And we're all there too. And don't forget to like, subscribe to all the socials. We're on Facebook. We're at Inside Edge Net. It's like I said, we're on Facebook, Instagram. We're on. What are we on? We're on X. We're on TikTok. We're on all kinds of stuff. I said MySpace. I really almost said MySpace in a half kind of serious tone. And don't forget, while you're at the website, check out the merch shop. You can grab a hat. You can grab a T-shirt. Get a coffee mug. Get a jacket. I don't know why in the world you'd want a jacket. It's about 300 degrees outside today. Yeah, I got out of my car. I was heading into a haircut today, and I thought I was going to melt. But so maybe a jacket's for the future. Maybe you don't need that right now, but you can pick up a jacket at the merch shop. And finally, don't forget to download the Inside Edge app on Roku. If you've got a Roku device, you can take us anywhere you take the Roku. Anywhere you watch TV, you can take us. And you can enjoy Inside Edge Network programming all across the network right there on your Roku device. So that's fun. Autumn, like I said, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. We've got a pretty jam-packed show tonight. We've got a lot of stuff to get to. How are you feeling, Autumn?
Chad, I've been dragging all day long. I literally have almost fallen asleep at least 7 times today. I was literally at lunch, at work. I was literally like this. I'm going to tell you how guys. I was like this. And then I woke up and I'm like, what? I'm like, please don't tell me I was snoring. I'm that tired. I don't understand why, but I am here. I am sound of mind. And I can talk about our first topic.
Okay. Well, sound of mind's better than you usually get from me. So that's pretty good, Autumn. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty good. I used to do that in class sometimes when I was in college. I would nod off and I was like, wait, how long was that? Was that a second? Was it like most of class? And then you got to check, like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, I used to be the queen of doing this in high school. I could fall asleep on my hand and I can make it look like I'm paying attention, but I'm really dead asleep like this.
So one side of your face starts to like come on and you're like, yeah, something's wrong there. Yeah, then you get the wake up call. Well, that's okay. Well, listen, if you fall asleep tonight during the show, that's okay. I won't be offended. I'll understand. You're tired. You work pretty hard. I know that. So I'll try not to take that too personally. But well, I don't know. What do you want to talk about first? I thought England was I thought they had it done today, Autumn. I guess let's talk about the World Cup right now because that was you could call that a comeback win. I mean, when you're down 1-0 that late in the soccer game, Argentina had a goal in the 85th minute, then 2 minutes into injury time. By the way, Lionel Messi assisted on both. I don't know if you know this or not, Autumn, but that gives him 10 assists now in the knockout rounds. That's a lot more than I think the past high for the previous 60 years is 4. I mean, I might be the first person to say this publicly and live on air. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Lionel Messi is pretty good at soccer. Um,
I think that's
feel
groundbreaking, Chad.
Yeah, I that's a bold, it's a risk taking kind of a thing, but I'm gonna say it. Did you get to watch any of this guy? I know you got the 50,000 whatever screen TV in front of you at work. Did you get to
Yeah.
watch? Okay, what'd you
I
think?
watched the first, I'm gonna say like 10 minutes at work. Uh-oh,
Okay.
we're frozen. Okay. I
Are
watched the
you all
first
good?
like 10 minutes. I'm good. You good? I'm good.
I'm
It
good.
just
I'm good.
like I'm good. We're
I
good.
wish I was frozen. I'm up
Um,
here melting in my studio. You said frozen, and I was like, okay, I'm down. Like, let's go build a snowman. But no, it's not the case. It's very hot.
no, you're good.
Anyway,
Um, yeah, I watched like the first 5 minutes, and then I think it was England scored their lone goal
mhm.
that I saw. I was like, oh, okay. And then I kept periodically checking, and I was like, okay, this is all right. And then I just had the thought in my head. I said, this is FIFA. It's the World Cup. This is everything that we've thought. Like, I'm like, oh my God, like England's finally gonna do it. They're finally gonna have something to hang their hat on that like they're gonna like get close. At least now they're like, okay, so before the Knicks won the championship, they're like the New York Knicks of
Yeah,
soccer.
this was the
Of like,
Cowboys leading in the NFC Championship game with like 3 minutes to go. Yeah, all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the fifth minute, I saw 1-1 and I said, uh-oh. And I looked 2 minutes later and I saw 2-1 and I said, uh-oh. And then I saw all the clips. And then I saw all the fouls. And then I saw the tackle. And then I saw the end of the game where Jude Bellingham literally slapped somebody in the back of the head. And I'm just like, you know what? Argentina is not even like a fun villain. They're just straight up villains
Mm.
because after that, they brought out a sign. I'm gonna read what it says because I just really like I don't like them. I really don't
I
like them.
understand.
They're really one of like the worst. Like I genuinely just I can't stand them. So they made a political statement,
Okay.
something that FIFA the entire World Cup has said people are not allowed to do. Haiti tried to wear special jerseys. They didn't want let them wear them. Like people tried to wear special armbands. So um the sign said Las Malvinas son Argentina, which is a Argentinian island that Britain took control of, and Argentina then tried to reinvade to take back the control from Britain, and then they pulled that sign. And I'm just like, you just can't even be like fun villains. You're just evil. Like you're just evil. And then all the like the files and like the look, I'm gonna say this. Jude Bellingham is not a player that I've seen lose his cool this
Okay.
entire World Cup.
Yeah.
He lost his cool several times.
Okay.
Like to the point where I'm like, yo,
Probably something to that.
they
Yeah.
they are evil.
Okay. But they've got Messi. Messi's like the ultimate like
He's he is the ringleader. He's the Joker. He's the
okay.
the the mastermind. He's the puppet that's pulling all the strings. Like no, not the puppet. The puppet is the one that's on the strings. He's
That would
the
be impressive if
puppeteer.
the puppet flipped the script and pulled the strings. That's a I like that plot twist though. I do like that.
I would like that. He's the puppeteer. He's the one. He's the leader. He controls all of his puppets. And I'm like, because he's so good at soccer, you're like, damn, you're good at soccer, but it's like, but your personality's trash. And then in the same game, do you know the streamer Speed?
No.
It's a streamer. He's like the most popular streamer in the world.
Oh
His
no,
name is
no, no. Yeah, yeah, you're right. No,
I Show
I saw
Speed.
some
Yeah,
videos of it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, got you. Yes.
he got racist things said to him.
Yeah.
He literally got a beer cup, like a full big beer cup, thrown in his face by Argentina fans.
See, that's
So
big. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God, like this, like even when you're like supposed to be humble and you're supposed to have humility, like nobody's like, I don't like them. I don't like them.
I understand. Yeah. I mean, all the racial stuff is it's taking it too far. And you know, I mean, as far as that's essentially assault, right? Like when you throw that's
Literally.
assault. I mean, that's probably too much. I think about that all the time when we see people, you know, fighting at tailgates or whatever in the parking lot of NFL games or in the stands, or even at baseball games, whatever. It's not, you know, it's not just football. not just soccer. It's a lot of sports. It's taking it too far, right? Like, you can be a fan of a team and root for your team, and even like have some fun with the other team. I've seen guys, women, whoever, heckle players, and you kind of like, oh, they're doing it the right way. That was funny, you know. Uh, you don't have to cross the line. And I think people sometimes are like, oh, I paid the price of admission. I can do and say whatever I want. Um, I just think there's a line that you clearly should know not to cross as a fan or as whatever. But yeah, sometimes I think those lines get crossed. People get caught up in the heat of the moment and they go way too far with it. Does not mean it's acceptable. I don't know why fans of any sport, really, I don't know why people do that, Autumn. But yeah, that's too much. And they've got a they've got a pretty extensive track record of it. Argentina fans, it's disappointing to see, I guess, at the very least. But yeah, Argentina wins 2-1, so they'll move on. They're going to play Spain in the final. There we are. We've got the final. It's Argentina and Spain. Any thoughts on that before we go on?
I don't even like Spain like that. I saw somebody said this is colonizer versus colonizer, and I can't even say that it's colonizer versus colonizer. It's colonizer versus colonized. I genuinely want Spain to wax them. I don't like Spain, y'all. I genuinely think their federation is crazy, especially after what happened with the Women's World Cup. But
Yeah.
I genuinely despise Argentina so much that I think Spain just needs to shut them up. Somebody needs to shut them up, please. I'm begging.
Only got one shot left
at this
point. Yeah, only one shot
literally left. Please, because it's now it's getting annoying. Like, at first it was like one or two things here and there. Now it's just getting like more obvious. Like, it was the tackling. I've never seen soccer players act like it was a damn football game. They were tackling each other. They were kicking each other. People were hitting each other in the back of the head. I'm like, what is going on?
Right.
No,
it's
no
even
yellows,
worse when these things
no
happen in
reds.
friendlies, by the way. You ever see that? Like, they'll have a friendly.
Oh my God.
They're fighting on the field. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
But I knew England had an uphill battle when, before the game, somebody was like, yeah, the ref that's reffing the game is Messi's favorite ref. I said, yeah.
No. Oh, no.
Absolutely. 100%. I knew that was going to happen.
Talk of the script. It's in every sport. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, wait. And then we got to think about the third place consolation game. That makes no sense, but they have it. It's now going to be France versus England.
Yeah. I get like wanting to know who finished third and fourth or whatever, but can't you just like devise a system where it's like, I don't know, like total goals scored versus maybe like a score differential or something? Like, whose heart is really in the third and fourth place game? After all this, like, now you've gotten to this point, and it's not like it's not like little kids playing one more game of the season, right? Like, these are, I don't know. Would your heart be in it if you were playing the consolation game?
No, honestly, it wouldn't be. Because it's not like it's the Olympics where, in the Olympics, like, the third place game is a bronze. It's still a medal.
Yeah.
It's not the Olympics. It's literally no medal, no nothing.
And it's funny because it is similar to the Olympics, but it feels so much more important to get a bronze medal at any whatever, it doesn't matter, in the Olympics, any event, than it does to finish third in the World Cup. I don't know why that is. But it just has a different feel to it. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I don't know.
I just think it's stupid. And it's England versus France, so it's another colonizer versus colonizer. Don't even.
Yeah. It's like the All-Star game. It's just like, who cares? It's like they're going to score some goals or whatever. Who cares? And for the record, I don't think the All-Star game was even that good last night. AL wins 4-0. I think the National League had 3 hits. Chase DeLauder didn't get in. Didn't get in at bat anyway. So yeah, a lot of stuff. I saw, I'm a Braves guy. The Braves didn't really do anything. Just kind of a ho-hum game. 4-0 win for the AL. Whatever. We had to mention it. But let's do this. Let's go to break. We're gonna take I had to say it happened, right? Some people watched it. I didn't. Whatever. I haven't watched the MLB All-Star game in years, and I'm a baseball guy. You know how much I love baseball, Autumn. It pains me to say it's just incredibly boring, but whatever. We're going to go to break. When we come back, Autumn is going to explain to us why Cincinnati belongs to Kentucky and in Kentucky. I don't think it's a river dispute. There is an actual territorial dispute between Kentucky and Ohio, but we'll get to that later. And we'll talk about how the NBA influences the WNBA's decisions and development and things like that. And then eventually in the episode, we'll get to Wayback Wednesday. It's Wednesday, so I got to go in the time machine in a little bit. I'm a little nervous. Different surroundings. I hope everything comes out. Listen, if I don't come back out of the time machine, Autumn, you've got the rest of the show. You'll do that final segment by yourself. I have all the faith in the world in you. You will be fine, but it should be okay. But we'll be back in 3 minutes right here on the Inside Edge Network. We'll be right back. Key On Sports is the leader in Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
Hey, it's Autumn Chisholm. Hey, it's Autumn Chisholm here from the Daily Spiral, and you guys are going to be joining me all week. We're going to have a kind of a funky show. Double A Anthony Alford will be joining me all week instead of Chad and Eli. Eli will be on vacation, but this week we are going to get into everything. We are going to get into the MLB All-Star break, the slowest week in sports, the Love Island USA fallout, and much more. And then on Thursday night, you're going to join me solo, and hopefully, LeBron James will have picked a team by then, so I don't have to talk about him. But you are going to watch the Daily Spiral here on Inside Edge Network every night, Monday through Friday, from 11 to 12 p.m.
Hey, listen, we're back. I'm telling you right now, StreamYard sometimes does whatever it wants to do. You can click a video, and you might say we're going to be back. We're going to be back in 3 minutes, and StreamYard says, you know what? No, you're going to be back in 3 seconds because I'm done playing that video. I am so glad that listen. I've seen it happen. I've done it. I've clicked a video and gone like, why is that not playing? Do you remember, Autumn, when we came back from break the other night and I didn't even know we were coming back from break? Hello, everyone. How are you? So I'm glad that James, listen, I'm glad James is right now, he's behind the scenes. He's producing for us, and he is experiencing the full StreamYard ghosts and goblins. And man, I'm so glad they introduced themselves to you on your first night, man. It's so much fun. Anyway, we're back. We're back on Inside Edge Primetime right here. We're part of the one stream, 3 show phenomenon, right? It's Primetime, and then it's going to be the Daily Spiral coming up at 11 with Autumn and Double A. And then Double A is going to have you on Midnight Run from 12 to 1. So we've got you wall to wall right now until 1 in the morning. We've got all your sports. We've got, what are we talking about? We're talking territorial disputes with Cincinnati and Kentucky and Ohio. I don't know what's going on. We've got everything. We've got a whole night full of programming. So don't go anywhere. Stay just right here. You don't have to go anywhere at all. You don't even have to click off the stream. You can just keep it right here with us all night. But right now, Autumn, I got to hear from you on this. We got into it last night a little bit. We didn't get into it. We didn't argue. It sounds like we argued. We were talking about Cincinnati. We talked about Skyline Chili. And listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I like Skyline. I could eat some Skyline. I watched that again last night. And I know. I know. See what I mean? Fun. So this hear me. Well,
I can't.
I'll call it a timeout. I don't think we have timeouts left. I don't think we have a full timeout. We don't have a 30-second timeout at all. But Autumn's going to take a timeout. I think this is where she's taking that. This is the portion of the show.
I can't breathe. Hold on.
Breathe. Good. You got to be able to breathe. You need oxygen. I know that. I'm not a doctor. I don't do anything for you, but I know you need oxygen, so you're going to breathe. When you regain your breath, maybe we can talk about, if you can still hear me, Autumn.
I can hear you. It's just hilarious.
It's been a whole night. It's been a whole week. I mean, it's been a crazy week. But that's why we know with the punches, and it's Wayback Wednesday, so it'll be fun. But tell me why Cincinnati doesn't belong to Ohio. Tell me why Cincinnati belongs to Kentucky. You got to get it.
Hold on.
You got to catch breath. Do your thing. You're fine. In through your nose, out through your mouth. You might want to get like a brown paper.
I'm in real tears over here because I heard nothing that you said before. You were just talking and you sounded like a robot. So I'm just hearing bits and pieces of what's happening. I'm like, what? I'm like, am I frozen? I know I had the problem yesterday. Oh my God, I can't breathe.
That's awesome. I think my Wi-Fi almost went down, like bad down there for a second. So
okay.
I love that I sounded like a robot. I can't wait to watch it.
It sounded so much like a robot that I'm like, what's happening? And it kept picking up on every third word. So
oh no.
Okay. I'm all right.
You know what's
now.
funny? Autumn, you're not alone. This happened to Eli one night on his end. His voice kept modulating up and down. I cried too. I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't even take it. I was like, you gotta go to break, man. Like, you gotta fix this. I can't talk to you like this. You're not alone. It happened.
Yours fixes stuff. Okay. All right. Let me tell you my beef. Okay, I don't have a beef with Cincinnati, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna just say it like this. I don't have a beef with Cincinnati. Cincinnati's just not in Ohio. I've been to Cincinnati before. Okay. When your city's actual airport is not in the state of Ohio, the Cincinnati airport is in Kentucky.
Okay.
People who go to the University of Cincinnati don't live in Cincinnati. They live in Kentucky. Yeah, border Kentucky so heavily that people who live in Kentucky are Cincinnati fans. You're not in Ohio. You're in Kentucky.
Autumn, you might be opening up a little bit of a wound. Do you know who actually owns the Ohio River?
Is it? Please don't tell me it's Kentucky.
It's Kentucky.
That's so stupid.
Ohio
That's
is
so
even they take
dumb.
Kentucky to court. They took him to court. Federal court. A judge said nope. The Ohio River is definitely Kentucky's.
No,
Sorry.
that doesn't even make sense.
Like, again, you get the Reds and you get Skyline, and then they get the river. That's it.
I'm like, look, your football team is cheap and it's a knockoff of the Browns. Your baseball team is the first baseball team, and somehow, some way, baseball hates you and never acknowledges that you're the first baseball team to ever
Not
exist.
anymore. No, and not anymore.
Never.
It's fine because they won a World Series 300 years ago. Remember?
In 1990. Yeah. 5 years before I was born.
I was alive for that.
Yeah, the last time they won a World Series was 1995. The last time they were relevant was not 1995, excuse me, 1990. The last year they were relevant.
I can let that slip.
Was don't make me cry, Chad. Because that hurts my feelings.
I know. I'm not. If it makes you feel any better, I'm not allowed to talk about 1995 in my house either. My wife.
We don't talk about 97 or 2016 either. None of them can be ever mentioned. 2016 especially, but like there's just like nothing that's supposed to be in Ohio is in Ohio. It's all in Kentucky or it borders Kentucky. That's where I'm like, and then like that's my thing is that it's not like nothing that's supposed to exist in the state of Ohio exists in the state of Ohio. Like you have a college, you have a major college, and people live in Kentucky instead of Ohio and have to commute across state lines to Ohio.
I think that's more common than you think. Though. We went to Virginia Beach last summer and we were driving, and I was like really just surprised by how easily you go from like, Pennsylvania to Maryland to whatever. You're just like West Virginia. It's just all like so. It's kind of willy-nilly. Like, I don't really think about like driving between three states, but I think at one point, like after 45 minutes, we had driven in 3 different states. And I thought that's wild. Like that's insane. Like you could really live here and work over here and have to travel between 3 states. And it doesn't maybe feel like it, but you're going from one state over like to 2 across. That's crazy to me. And like I said, you're not traversing the whole state. I get it. Like you're not going, east to west or whatever. But that's crazy to me. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's more common than you think. I don't know. I mean, is it that weird? Maybe you just get used to it when you live down there. But yeah, that's weird. The airport is actually in Kentucky. Kentucky owns the river. As far as you're concerned, Skyline is a Kentucky thing. That's not Ohio, right?
Yeah, no, that's not an Ohio thing. Everybody that's a Ohio delicacy. I said that's Cincinnati, which is in Kentucky. That is not an Ohio delicacy. An Ohio delicacy is maybe a corned beef sandwich, or a Polish boy, or some pierogies, or Cleveland style pizza, or like things like that. That's Ohio delicacies. What the hell is Skyline chili? That's a Kentucky thing, because only Kentucky people put that much damn cheese and noodles in some damn chili. Who put noodles in chili?
So what's funny is I'm probably going to get ripped apart by Cincinnati people for this, but there's another chili restaurant that's I think kind of similar. It's called Gold Star Chili. And they, for a long time, I don't know if they're still, if they still have they were like an affiliate or a sponsor, whatever, with the Reds. So that's, the Reds always had Gold Star. And even though there's Skyline right there that was, originated in Cincinnati or whatever, the Reds always kind of rocked with Gold Star Chili. And I'm not sure. I'm trying to see if they still do. I can't really find that right now, but we'll look that up later. But yeah, there's Gold Star. So it's confusing. It's like, well, some people really swear by Gold Star, and then some people really like Skyline. I think they're pretty similar. Again, Cincinnati people are going to, I'm sure you can tell me 100 different reasons that I'm wrong. And I'm probably wrong, and that's okay. But it doesn't matter. I don't have access to either one of them because I live up here in Northeast Ohio, and they closed the 2 Skylines that are anywhere close to me.
Good. They should have, because it's spaghetti. Maybe. Putting noodles in chili is spaghetti. That's spaghetti.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I mean, I'm all right with it. Maybe it wasn't the healthiest choice for me. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise, right?
I forgot about the cinnamon too. Oh my God, the cinnamon. Like, why are you putting cinnamon, spaghetti, and chili? I don't want to think about Skyline chili no more.
Autumn, you're not going to believe what happened. You just
It
sounded
makes
like
me mad.
you just sounded like a robot to me. You wouldn't even believe it, but it's okay. We're going to move on past it because I don't want to think about it right now. Let's move on and tell me, Autumn, Autumn 2000. Just kind of let's get into this. We got to talk about the WNBA and the NBA and how they sort of influence each other, how the NBA influences the WNBA. And I have some questions for you. I'm going to let you take the lead and just kind of tell me, just take the lead and tell me what we're talking about.
Yeah, there's a report today that came out that said that Alyssa Thomas,
Hmm.
who plays for the Phoenix Mercury, who famously is a notoriously hard fouler, who notoriously fouled Caitlin Clark very hard a couple weeks ago. She was suspended for a game.
Mhm.
Now, everybody was like, girl, the foul wasn't even that hard. That was like a normal, everyday foul. Alyssa Thomas gets suspended for a game. The entire WNBA was like, she shouldn't have been suspended for a game. It comes out today that Kathy Engelbert, the worst commissioner
Mhm.
in sports, was not going to suspend Alyssa Thomas.
Wait. Worse than Rob Manfred, though?
Yes,
Oh,
she's
okay.
much worse than Rob Manfred.
Okay.
Rob Manfred at least pretends to care. Kathy don't care.
Okay.
Kathy truly doesn't care. But she
Yeah.
apparently was not going to suspend Alyssa Thomas.
Okay.
And then she had a conversation with Adam Silver, and Adam Silver's influence suspended Alyssa Thomas.
Okay.
And it's just like one of those things where it's like the WNBA is now at a level where they're profitable because they're technically an NBA subsidiary. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but when WNBA first came on, essentially it was like the sister league to the NBA, and there were like female variants of every single team. Mm-hmm. So like Cleveland had the Rockers, Houston had the Comets, Detroit had the Shock, San Antonio had the Stars. Like all these different teams had like female variants, right?
Yeah.
A lot of those teams have folded or been reallocated, turned into other markets, and now the league is growing again. But the league is profitable. The league is profitable. They just had a CBA negotiation this offseason. They're about to get bumped up to 50 games. Like, they're doing great. Yeah. Kathy is just so terrible as a commissioner. She's just awful. Like, I will say that fully with my chest. Kathy is an awful commissioner. The things she said to Nafisa Collier last year, where essentially Nafisa Collier was like, hey, we have an officiating problem. We have issues. And Kathy essentially was just like, yeah, no, I don't care. She could have partnered with the off-season league, Unrivaled. She didn't want to. Like, Kathy is just time and time again just been terrible. And then this whole Caitlin Clark situation where now people in government positions are trying to be like, you know what, you guys are being too mean to her. She's a fragile little baby. And it's like, she's a basketball player. Like,
I don't remember the government stepping in for Michael Jordan when the Pistons and the Knicks were knocking him around back in the 90s. I don't remember that happening. Maybe I missed it. And even
tonight, while we were on the air, like while we were in break, she's playing the Golden State Valkyries. Literally any team that plays Caitlin Clark, one of their players is going to get racist, sexist, homophobic, completely disgusting messages, and Caitlin Clark refuses to come out and say anything. And it's just like this league is currently in shambles, and then the NBA is trying to step in and trying to like influence things. And it's like, you got problems on your own. You got people gambling for thousands of dollars, not even millions of dollars. You got men who are beating their wives still on rosters. You got things that it's just like, I can't even like, and then you want to influence a league that's become profitable. And it's just like Adam Silver. I remember when Adam Silver became commissioner and we were like, he's the anti-David Stern. And we were like, oh my God, this is great. Now I wish David Stern was still commissioner.
Well, yeah, I mean, for a while it looked like Silver was like a player commissioner. The new TV deal came in under him, and guys started getting paid a ton of money. It seemed like all the rules were kind of like relaxed a little bit to sort of like let the play. It is a players' league. I mean, every sport is going to be a players' league, and I think that's kind of the way it should be. But no, I may have this wrong, but in looking through the numbers today, did the WNBA become profitable more quickly than the NBA actually did?
I think so because like there was a boom of women's sports, and it's not because of Caitlin Clark. It's
No,
not because of her.
no,
Caitlin Clark.
it's because the overall level of competition of athleticism is rising. I mean, it's a watchable product, and I don't know why people are so angry about it. To be honest with you, Autumn, like I read comments and people want to, they want to detract from the league and anything negative. It draws so much stuff, so much ire. I don't understand that. I tried to say ire there, it didn't come out of my mouth, but listen, it's not like a robot, but I just don't understand why people are so mad at the WNBA. I don't get it.
It's literally misogyny and sexism, and it's just like these women have worked so hard to get their league to where they at one point they got punished for taking non-commercial flights. They had to take commercial flights. Some of them had to train at the YMCA with the regular people. Like some of them are just now getting like actual like arenas that like this league it's spent 30 years. It's their 30th year. And someone coming along to be like, hey, I'm going to take credit for every single thing you've done. And I'm going to make my face. And they're not even a good, like, this is my thing about Caitlin Clark. Okay, I'm going to quickly go on a Caitlin Clark rant before we get to the last segment, before we have to go to break. Caitlin Clark is not the second coming of anything, y'all. Caitlin Clark was very much disguised in college, and her playing ability was good, but she's never taken the next step. She is constantly injured. She is a whiny little baby, and she cannot take criticism. This entire thing about her has stemmed from the fact that people have nicknamed her the Great White Hope because she's just a white player who's a face. And it's like, but is she actually good? No. I can name at least 10 other white players that are better than her. Like, I just genuinely, like, she's making it unwatchable. Like, the refs make it unwatchable. And then Kathy with her bull, it's just like, I'm done.
Yeah, I think she gained a lot of notoriety, Otto, because she was on a really good team, and she was kind of a volume distance shooter when the Warriors were like the Steph Curry and like the Splash Brothers, right? Like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, they made that kind of popular, that sort of like style of basketball. But yeah, I think there are a lot of people in the WNBA that I can think, like Asia Wilson. So many other people off the top of my head that I could identify as probably the face of the league, that have brought.
Like I said, I can name at least 10 players.
Yeah,
I can name 10 white players that I would put on a team before her. I can name 10 just general players. Hell, Olivia Miles is a rookie, and she is outplaying Caitlin Clark. Olivia Miles the other night scored 33 points, a career high. She's probably going to break it in about 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's fair. I don't know. I'm not sure why. I get why, but I don't understand. To me, I guess I don't agree with it. I understand why people think the way that they think sometimes. I just don't agree with it. I just don't get why the WNBA gets so much hate, and it's so divisive, and it's just so polarizing. I mean, what's wrong with just like you said, these women work so incredibly hard. They've worked hard their whole lives, their whole careers. And they just they get nothing but hate, and it's crazy to me. But for the record, Adam Silver says, hey, we didn't do that. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go to break. But yeah, Silver says, hey, we didn't influence that. That was all the WNBA. They made that decision. Who's to say?
Go on and on.
On and on. But let's not do that, because we're gonna go to break. We're gonna be back. It might be 3 seconds. We don't know what StreamYard is gonna do to us. It might be 3 minutes. I might come back sounding like a robot. But either way, we are gonna come back, and we're gonna do Wayback Wednesday, because it is Wednesday. So we're gonna find out what happened on this date throughout the years, throughout time. So give us 3 minutes. We'll be right back on the Inside Edge Network.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
We got into a lot of things on Midnight Run, including this whole idea that LeBron James going to Philadelphia is an automatic championship. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? We don't think Joel Embiid's going to get hurt again. We don't think LeBron and Jaylen Brown's going to get after it, and Jaylen Brown's going to come on Twitch and say something stupid. Let's stop beating around the bush. He has an equal shot of winning a title here in Cleveland as he would in Philadelphia. Again, the national media don't want LeBron in Cleveland. They don't want him back here at home. And I understand, but screw them. Also, who's under more pressure to win a Super Bowl? Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson? Two guys under the microscope coming up in these next few years. And we get into the newest installment of Smash or Pass, Skyline Chili. Not just as a whole, but this, you got to watch the video that we played last night. This much cheese. I might need like 3 lactose pills. My Lord. At least there were no sprinkles on this one. We got a ton of things coming up. I will identify 7 brand new NFL playoff teams coming up tonight on Midnight Run. Right here on the Inside Edge Network. Tonight at midnight.
All right. Hey, welcome back in. I'm going to turn the beat down a little bit. You know how it goes. If you've watched the show on Wednesday nights before, you know, sometimes when I take that break and I go into the time machine, I come back, I get back before they had, you know, it used to be black and white streaming internet back in the day, back in the 1700s, 1800s. Sometimes I come back in black and white. There it is. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, well, that's all right. Because it's Wednesday, Autumn. And did I unmute you? I did not unmute you. You're muted. Wednesday. Well, I just called you Wednesday. Wednesday, it's way back autumn. It's I don't know what's going on. Maybe the ghosts and goblins aren't in StreamYard. Maybe they're inside my brain tonight. So it's fine. It's Wednesday. It's time to do one of my favorite segments. I love the Tuesday Top 5, but Wayback Wednesday is fun. It's fun going to the time machine. I came back relatively unscathed, and yeah, I mean, I'm in black and white, but it's whatever. So let's just find out what happened through the years on this day, July 15th. Let me see. What do I have queued up first? I gotta look around the machine over here. How about 1876? Baseball's first official no-hitter. George Bradley of the St. Louis Brown Stockings. Why are so many baseball teams named after socks? Anyway, no hits. The Hartford Dark Blues probably had something to do with socks also. The Brown Stockings would win that game 2-0 that day back on July 15th, 1876. I remember that autumn. I was in my mid-30s. I remember that game. That was a good game.
I was going to say, I would think the home run derby would send them into a shock like a Victorian child.
Yeah. Listen, I think the ball's wound a little bit tighter these days. Baseball has all kinds of rumors of, I don't know, different baseballs at different times of the season. A couple years ago, somebody had a YouTube video where they cut baseballs in half and they were different. The regular season balls were different than the playoff balls. I don't know. It's a whole mess. Can't prove it, I guess. You can just do whatever. I don't know if that was empirical proof of that, but there are rumors. But let's fast forward. Let's go to the 1900s, as my kids like to so eloquently state that I lived during. How were the 1900s? And I'm like, please stop. But in 1920, on July 15th, Babe Ruth ties his old record of 29 home runs in a season. And you might wonder, it's a lot of space on that screen not used up. That's because 1 year later, he liked that so much he tied another record, another home. But this was the career home run record that was held by Roger Connor previously. So Babe Ruth had his 138th career home run on July 15th, 1921, after tying his single season record on this date in 1920. So
the bar was in hell, man. That is low.
Once, and then it skyrocketed pretty quickly. It got into the 50s pretty quick after this. It got hectic. It went a little haywire. But then for a long time, again, the power numbers kind of dwindled down a little bit. And you could say that's for any number of factors. I mean, I don't know. Was Babe Ruth really that good? Were pitchers really that bad back then? Who knows? But yeah, Babe Ruth, 138 career home runs, tied that record on this day in 1921, July 15th, 1921. A lot, right? Let's go to 1960. This was a fun one. I'm not going to lie. This reminds me of my mom. Chubby Checker releases his version of the twist in the U.S. You had Chubby Checker out here. You got these people in monochrome. They're dancing. It looks like they're I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. Whatever. Looks like maybe a nice blue suit there. But they're doing the twist. So Chubby Checker had us doing the twist in 1960. And he never looked back. And I think he tried to capitalize. He had about 15 sequels to that song throughout his career, but none are quite like the original version of the twist, right?
Yeah. I mean, the twist is it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. Even I can do it. Not necessarily.
Christ.
Hey, I mean, I can pull it off. Not necessarily always without getting hurt, but I mean, even I can do it. So yeah, it's not too bad. I think you can just you can buzz through the twist. Okay. Right. Well, listen, if Skyline caused controversy, I don't know how you're going to feel about this next one, because I have a thought on this next one. Autumn, I don't know if you're going to agree with me or not. We'll find out. But in 1988, on July 15th, one of my all-time favorite holiday movies was released
on July 15th.
On July 15th, yeah, one of the best.
1988.
One of the
national. It was a National Lampoon's.
Die Hard. It was Die Hard.
It's not a Christmas movie. It's just a movie set at Christmas.
That makes it a Christmas movie. Well, I have the slide. To prove it. Are you watching your screen? I have the slide to prove it.
I'm watching it. Yes.
Look at that.
Oh
Look at that. It got cold. It got snowy. there's a Santa hat up on the W. That's a Christmas movie. You can't.
It's not a Christmas movie.
No, it's
Does at the end of the movie John McClane go home and celebrate Christmas with his family?
Well, they leave it open ended, so probably it's up to the viewer.
There's like 15 diehards after it. It's not a Christmas movie. It's just a movie set at Christmas.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's how you determine. Okay, name any song from the soundtrack of Die Hard.
There's not a lot of Christmas music on that soundtrack, man. Is there?
The whole soundtrack is Christmas. Yeah, every song and throughout that whole movie is a Christmas song. Every single song.
No.
They even tried to trick it. They put them Run DMC. They put Run DMC at the beginning, right? They tried to trick it.
They tried, but it's a movie set at Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie.
Oh, that's it.
Sorry, I don't make the rules.
Oh, I don't know. See, I do on this one. I think I do make the rules. No, I don't make the rules. But no, that's not how that works. I'm married. I don't make the rules. I just have to follow them. I live here and I have to follow them, and that's fine. But no, I would disagree. Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie. Man. So are we in worse territory right now than the chicken sandwich list? Are we okay?
No, the chicken sandwich list is still egregious. That's still one of the most heinous things you've ever done. That right there is something that you need to answer for every single time. That list was so bad.
That's fair. That's fair. But you have to concede. I mean, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. There's a Christmas party. He's going to a Christmas party, right?
Again, a movie set at Christmas. Is the central plot focus Christmas? Is it like any other Christmas movie where Christmas is not the background, but Christmas is the plot? Think of Home Alone. Home Alone is a Christmas movie because the plot is that they are celebrating Christmas and he gets left home alone during Christmas.
But are they not celebrating Christmas at the Christmas party at Nakatomi Plaza though?
No, it's just a movie set at Christmas time. It's not a Christmas movie.
I don't know. Okay, so listen, tomorrow night on the show. Oh, you're not even on with me. It's me. It's just me by myself. I was gonna say tomorrow night on the show. It's just an hour of you and I debating whether or not Die Hard's a Christmas movie. But you know what? I can talk about it tomorrow night. That's okay. I'm gonna come with maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. Anyway, one more quick one to get to on this date, July 15th. Just pretty recently here in 2016, Stranger Things debuted on Netflix. So the first season of Stranger Things.
And it took 10 years.
Yeah, it took a long time. Season 5 or whatever. Yeah, it took a long time.
Yes, I did, of course.
Not a Christmas show, by the way.
No, definitely. Well, I mean, she used Christmas lights, but it's not a Christmas show. You're correct. But I did go see the finale in theaters, and I did cry to Purple Rain because it was good. It was really good. I know some people don't like it. Some people are like, oh, like they lost the plot. It was very good.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a great ending.
Now, was I absolutely terrified when me and my roommates watched it for the first time months after this? Absolutely, because watching Stranger Things in the dark is something you should never do.
Yeah, don't do that.
Especially the first season. Don't do that. You'd be terrified. You'd be looking around like, is something about to pop out my walls? No.
Hopefully nothing pops out your walls. But yeah, I thought the ending was great. Purple Rain is just a great song. I mean, Prince was phenomenal. As far as musical artists go, I mean, Prince is just about as good as it gets. What do you 27 instruments, Prince?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous, first of all.
And ironically enough, the finale was this, it was literally New Year's Eve. It was literally New Year's Eve. The finale was. So because the finale was New Year's Eve, literally, I think since the finale, Purple Rain has trended almost every single day.
Yeah. Hey, listen, whatever exposes people to Prince's music, I'm all in for. I'm good with it. So, but yeah, that's Wayback Wednesday. That's what happened on today, July 15th, all throughout history. So, not quite as I've had more exciting Wayback Wednesdays. I'll be honest with you, Autumn. I had to dig through the annals a little bit to find some stuff, but as always, I found all those graphics and all those events on the website onthisdate.com. And I think I roboted out again because Autumn's losing it, or she fell asleep. I'm not sure which one it is.
It's the robot.
I love the robot. What's better, the robot or the twist? Probably the robot, right? If I could time up actually doing the yeah, James is doing the robot. I see him down there. I gotta let an arm hang or do something like that. Whatever. Hey, it's time to switch it over, right? We gotta see how we look
Yes.
in red. We
Yes.
almost.
Well, I mean, I know I look good in red. Okay.
Yeah, we're not worried about you. We just got to make sure, I'm keeping up my end of the bargain. But we'll find out. Let's see how it goes. If I can find it. Never know.
Yes.
Right, there I am. Look at me. All right. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Chad, I'm gonna give you a preview for tonight's show.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my top 10 Islanders of the season. I'm recommending some more trash reality TV to AA because he said he wants to watch more.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna recommend, and then I'm gonna talk about the second part of why Carl is the funniest Islander because he has been cracking up this entire week. He is crazy.
On social media. Okay.
Yes.
Right. We didn't get much of a chance to really dig into Carl's personality. I mean, we got to know him a little bit, but and it probably doesn't help that I didn't watch the last 5 episodes. That probably doesn't help either. But
hold on 1 second. He's been killing it on social media. Okay. And there's a bunch of news that, of course, has come out because we've had a lot of appearances. Again, y'all, I didn't mean for Daily Spiral to become a Love Island recap show. It just has happened. We're still in the Love Island cycle and probably till August 31st, which, again, you will catch us live here. Chad will be with us live reacting. AA, why are you laughing?
Oh, no.
Why are you laughing?
The robot thing again? Do we bring him on? Let's bring him on. We got to bring him on. There you are.
Until August 31st, there's Love Island news for the next month and a half.
Absolutely. We're in the real season. This is when the season starts. The Love Island discourse.
Chad?
Is it me?
Oh, it might be Autumn.
I think it's Autumn.
It might be.
I haven't been the robot all along. I knew this is like a James Bond movie. I'm not the robot.
It might be. It might. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually kind of enjoyable right here.
Yeah, let's keep it right there. I think we do the rest of the show like this. This is fine until she comes back.
Chad, can you actually believe? There's no way this show.
No, this is like
gonna have 6 weeks worth of news.
No, this is like hockey now. You know how okay, so somebody picks up the Stanley Cup and they skate around and everybody's happy. And 3 weeks later, it's opening day. Like this is like Love Island is like hockey now. It was just season 8, and now it's going to be season 8.5. I don't know what's going on anymore.
So here's the funny thing. So because this happened last night, when you're frozen, you don't know,
right? So
it's so hard to like jump in and be like, because you could tell, you're excited to make the point, you're excited, and you just have to jump in and be like, we gonna take a break. He's gonna jump in and just be like, hey, listen, I know you're an Islander number 8, but we're gonna take a break. Why are we taking a break? We'll be right back. No. But
when we come back, no, exactly. I know. Oh, here we go. Here's the verdict. Hold on. Should we add her? Well, hold on. She's got to show up first.
Oh, it's a blank screen. It's
Power's
a blank
out.
screen.
Yeah. How's she straight with? She's streaming with no power over there.
Oh no.
I shouldn't say that.
No. And I feel bad because I do feel bad because we have our intern in. This is first day with us.
Yeah.
And we have had, and none of it is his fault.
Nope.
StreamYard is arguably putting out its worst performance today.
It does this from time to time, though. There's a clunker. Every once in a while, you click a video and it's like, okay, that's just not going to play now. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Midsummer Classic. Midsummer. I do have one thing to run by you real quick before Autumn jumps on.
Yeah.
Why the hell are the World Cup games on at 3:00 in the afternoon?
I don't know.
On a weekday?
Why they're not happening in other countries? I don't know why they're on at 3. I have no idea. Would it have been like? Let me ask you this: if the U.S. had played in the semifinal, would it have happened at 3:00 on a Wednesday?
I think it was pre-scheduled. I heard it was something. I think a lot of it was just like, oh, we got to cater to England. Okay. I get it. They care more about soccer than we do, but we're hosting.
Right.
We're the ones hosting.
The Olympics don't do that, right? Yeah.
I'm like, we're working. I'm like, why is this? Why am I hearing about Argentina coming back while I'm at Planet Fitness. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
I mean, and James is telling us, yes, the time difference in the other countries. We're the United States. I don't care about the other countries. I don't mean to be
Eastern
selfish.
Standard Time.
I do
That's
mean
the
to
only
be
time
selfish.
zone in the whole world. It's just all Eastern
We're
Standard
hosting.
Time.
No, when the Olympics is held in freaking Sydney, Australia, we got to be up at 5 a.m. to watch freaking swimming and track and field.
Yeah.
So their asses need to be up at 3 a.m. watching the semifinals.
And if they love soccer as much as they claim to love soccer, they'll be up. No problem.
Exactly.
They'll be up.
I'm sorry, Otto.
It's okay. It was me. It's not you. Chad,
I just got broken up with.
it's all right. It was literally my connection. Because the hotspot was working and then it's overheated. So
overheated?
Yeah. I have to, I'll explain that one day. But
one day
we're gonna go to break, you guys.
Okay.
When we come back, you'll be like, tune into the Daily Spiral because I'll get into these two and their discourse over the Love Island coverage.
Oh, I gotta hit the button. Hold on.
Oh my God.
No, it's nobody's fault. I gotta hit the button. Here we
go.
I
was just watching.
Welcome into the Daily Spiral, ladies and gentlemen. Double A, yeah, I'm sorry. Last season of Love Island was so terrible that you don't know that this is normal. This is normal. 6 weeks in between a finale and reunion and discourse the entire time. Yes, this is normal. We are in the look. I'm okay. I'm gonna go on a quick rant before we get into all the other stuff.
So it's just like the NBA offseason where like the offseason is just as good, if not better, than the regular season.
Yes. This is where everyone who knows Love Island knows this is where the real season starts. This is the real test because when you're in the villa, like I've been saying, it's villa psychosis. You are literally just living in the Love Island villa. But now you're in the real world. So all that stuff that you learned in the villa about each other, even though you've lived with each other, you've been with each other every day for 6 weeks, now you're in the real world where you have an immense amount of money, you have an immense amount of fame, your family's involved, your friends are involved, the internet is involved. Now this is where the real entertainment starts. Everybody knows this is where it really starts. But let's get into it, Double A. Number one, Bryce and Trinity were on the Today Show this morning, live from LA. They talked about their relationship. It was just really cute. It was really like a fluff piece. Honestly, it was a post-Villa fluff piece to be like, hey, like, we're the winners of Love Island USA. Like, we love each other so much. I mean, we didn't learn anything more than what we already knew about them. That's about it. Kenzie was on Call Her Daddy. Really didn't learn anything there. Kenzie was Kenzie.
That was the Alex Cooper pod. Real quick with the Today Show interview. I did like. I think it was Craig Melvin. And
he knew where French fries was.
Yeah, Craig's a cool dude. I ain't gonna hold you. Like he's a cool dude. Over there at the Today Show. I think he mentioned something like on the site. It's like, dude, I can see you guys.
I live on a main street, okay? I live on a main street, and so you can hear everything.
Yo, hold on. So when I do shows with Eli, he kind of, I'm not going to give it away, but he kind of has the same deal. So like middle of a point, you'll hear the police. So I think Shador Sanders could do.
That's literally, you know how many times. First of all, it's my neighbor. My neighbor has a motorcycle, so that's what you heard.
Okay.
You know how many times I've been just doing something and it's just like the world's loudest sounds decide to happen?
Yeah. Well, when I lived in BG, when I was going to BG, my apartment was right next to the railroad track.
Oh, you lived in those apartments. By the way, Double A and I went to the same college, just 3 years apart, by the way. So I lived a little bit further down. I didn't live near the railroad tracks. I lived near the pig farm.
Okay. I know. Yeah. So after after probably a week, you get used to the train. You just get used to it. Like, it's no big deal. And it's funny because I live like 3 miles away from the train. I still hear it. And it bothers me. It bothers me more now than it did when I lived at the apartments in Bowling Green. That's crazy. Oh, real quick. I was going to mention this about the Today Show. Craig Melvin mentioned, he's like, I can see you guys, Trinity and Bryce, off screen, like on the monitor. And it's just like, you could tell they love each other. You could tell like they are into each other, and it's adorable. It's nice. I just wanted to make that point.
It's okay. I never thought that the term French fries would be said out of a grown man's mouth, and I knew exactly what he meant. So that's crazy. But no, so let's get into the NBC Universal properties that are embracing Love Island. So again, today's show had a segment with Trinity and Bryce. They probably will have another one with most of the cast when it comes reunion time. The Today Show did a skit. Not Today Show. Late night. Not late night. Tonight Show. My brain isn't working. I told you I'm working off of no sleep. Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon did a skit where him and Tariq, also known as Black Thought from The Roots, did a back and forth skit talking about the winner versus the runner-up of this season. And Carl, who I told you, Double A, he funny.
Carl, I followed him on Instagram today. The dude's hilarious. I'm not even gonna hold you. He's hilarious.
He is so funny. He commented, give Tariq his props. Jimmy, can I pull you for a chat?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Double A, the discourse is still going to go on because there was an interview in Harper's Bazaar today that was released. And it was talking about the gender wars between women and men and how the men have treated the women. And I'm going to just say this. I told you, I'm always right. And everything I've felt about this season was just encapsulated in this article.
Okay.
And look, Zach is still getting hate. Zach is still getting so much hate that Bryce reposted a TikTok of him and Trinity with Zach in it, and he had to unrepost it because people noticed that it has Zach in it. But I told you, I don't like Zach. I think he's a messy bitch. I think everybody defending him just hasn't watched the show yet. So they don't understand why we, the audience, is like, hey, he's terrible. Mm-hmm. They're just knowing the Zach that they got. Also, Sincere's private story got leaked. So he showed him.
How? Actually, don't answer that.
It's sincere. It's sincere at this point.
Don't even. I'm sorry. Continue. It's sincere. So, that's the answer. It's sincere.
Yeah, it's sincere. So it showed them leaving the hotel in Fiji. So it's the hotel in Fiji that they've all been staying at pre-show, post-show. It showed everybody in the hotel lounge, airport lounge, and he captioned it, "Everybody here's an iPad kid." Because they all have their phones for the first time in 2 months.
You're going to find out, too, like, if you're away from your phone, away from social media for that long, if they didn't have endorsement deals, I would think some of them would just say, screw social media and call it a day. But I think because of endorsement deals, like, you're going to get paid, you got to be on social media. It's going to be tough. Honestly, Autumn, I hope all of these Islanders, all of them, I hope they have a good support system around them.
Most of them really do. Sincere's not a good support system. They're just making his situation worse. Melanie, we know she does. Her mom and her sister literally had to grab her and shake her and say, leave this man. Anaya's dad was already modded, like, kind of famous, so she knows. Trinity, like, everybody has, like, had a decent following before coming in, but this actually gets to my first point, right? I want y'all to stop comparing this cast to last season's cast. Last season's cast was a bunch of clout demons that the moment they found out they were super famous, did everything they could to capitalize on that fame.
Yep.
They was on TikTok Live. They was on Instagram Live. They was on Snapchat. They were literally, they got an Airbnb together. They was making TikToks together. They were going to LA parties. They were going.
I mean, like, Huda built or attempted to build a whole rap career out of this. I think
singing career. She literally started dating someone on Netflix and was going to movie premieres within 2 weeks of leaving the villa.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So
and I think she dropped the video the night of the premiere of this season's show.
Yes, it was really bad. It's not good music.
She knows how. Hey, listen, she knows how to. She knows how to sneak in the parking garage and stuff.
That girl. But like you see, like everybody's like, okay, so why haven't we gotten TikTok Live? Why haven't we gotten this? Why haven't we gotten that? Y'all, these people are normal. They cast normal people with jobs. Like, Carl is already back in Denver. Anaya's mom has probably got her set up, and it's like, all right, we're doing this, that, and the other. Trinity, Kada, Bryce, the rest of them are in LA, but I think Kenzie is already back in Georgia. Like, most of them are normal, y'all. Like, they're not trying to capitalize off their 15-minute fame. Most of them are like, hey, we went on the island for love. Let's go back home.
Well, there is one person who did not go back to work. It was the police officer, Sean.
You know, Sean, again, if he didn't have that baby, he would have been fine. He would have been cool, but he had that baby, and it was a fresh baby. Again, I can see if it was like maybe a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, a little older.
Uh-huh.
Had a 2-year-old.
2-year-old.
That's fresh. That's fresh, Bubs.
You can't do that, man.
No. But one last point before we go to break here. I'm going to give you a preview. Like I said, Carl is the funniest person in this cast right now. I'm going to tell you why when we come back from the break. And then I'm going to give my top 10 Islanders. We're going to talk about some trash reality TV. I think there was one more thing I wanted to talk to you about too. But you guys are watching me spiral here on the Daily Spiral here on InsideEdge Network. We'll be right back.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order W Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. W Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Hey guys, great show on Unfiltered today. Talked about a lot, including a possible sales tax that you may not vote for. You got to find out and listen to the show to figure out what's going on in Cuyahoga County. We also talked about the new leading cause of OD deaths here in the county. Man, just seems like it's a constant hamster wheel of different things happening. Also, Facebook. Kind of been pretty shitty lately. We talk about that too at the beginning of the show. All that and more. Plus, hey, tomorrow, all the different news notes, anything you can imagine here locally in Northeast Ohio, we got it for you. Maybe LeBron finally makes a decision tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Nevertheless, you can find out right here on Unfiltered, all along the Inside Edge Network. I will see you at 5 o'clock tomorrow.
All right, welcome back into the Daily Spiral, everyone. Before I get to my top 10 Islanders, Carl is proving to be the funniest person on social media right now. And he is also proving to be the funniest Islander. Now, I'm going to, part one, I said his obsession with Anaya was hilarious because he really tried to pretend like he wasn't crazy. He really did, Double A. He was trying so hard to pretend like he wasn't crazy. That man crazy as hell. All right. Part two is his hatred for KC is so evident. It is clear. So funny. Oh my God. First of all, number one, every time him and Anaya talked about Casey, it would be like, yeah, so your other connection. I'd be like, why would he say his name? He'd be like, yeah, so your other connection. And I'm like, what's going on, Carl? Then in the after he was eliminated the first time, he goes, yeah, and KC. That was the first time I heard his name. I was like, oh my God. He hates that.
Yeah, that's real beef. That's real beef.
He hates that man. What's even funnier is that Double A, Casey just kept being in Carl's face the whole time. Movie night, the way he was looking at Casey, like, oh, like you're just disgusted with you. Like, I'm disgusted. Then when they were at the recoupling at the fire pit, his face just is like, ugh, like I can't believe I'm here with you. I can't believe it.
And like production didn't even zero in on it, but like you had to pay attention and watch it. You just see it on the side. You can just see it.
Carl hates that man so much.
Well, I think they both, look, they both hate each other.
No. Casey loves Carl. I'm gonna tell you how. Because Casey, the entire time, like Carl was not seeking Casey out at all.
Mhm.
Casey kept seeking Carl out, and that's what made it even funnier. Now that Carl has made the transition over to social media, he's gotten his phone back. He is a Instagram warrior. That is in everybody's comments. He's in everybody's likes. And baby, if there's a video about Casey mistreating Anaya, and somebody is clocking it, he gonna be like, clock it, absolutely. And so many people are like, oh my god, this is so mean. This is so mean. It's not mean. Why would Carl like him? Like, really think about it. Why would Carl like that man? He hurt Anaya's feelings. Just because they were in a house together and they share mutual friends doesn't mean they have to like each other. Carl does not like that man, and it is so funny. Now, his social media presence, hilarious. Everybody's comments. He is in everybody's comments.
He is. He's embracing the company. He's earning his bread. He is earning his bread, and I'm intrigued. The one thing I would say though is just like, all right, if you, I want to know, and I don't know if they'll hit on it at the reunion. I don't know, but whatever I want Andy or Ariana, I want one of them to ask Carl, how do you feel about KC? What is your opinion? What is your opinion of KC?
Andy will ask, look, I may not love Andy sometimes. I think Andy has a lot of flaws, and I think sometimes he's incredibly biased, especially when it comes to like certain reunions. It's very clear where his bias lays. But because it's not like Housewives where he has to spend actual time with these women and he builds relationships. This is a new cast that comes in. It's not even like Traders, where Traders, he knows some of the people. He knows some of the housewives that have been on it. So he can still be a little bit biased. This, he's not biased because he's watched the show, but he doesn't know any of them. He hasn't built a relationship with any of them. So if he does his research and he goes, Carl, how do you feel about KC in this whole situation? Carl seems like a kind of a straight shooter of like, I don't think I think he would say, I don't think he moves like a man. I don't think he moves.
I haven't heard it from him like verbally
because we haven't gotten to really know him yet, right? We kind of only saw him through the lens of like him and Anaya pursuing each other. But that's the great thing about learning more about the Islanders once they get off the island, is that it's not a Peacock focused, this is what we're just trying to show you. This is now them showing their personality. And Carl seems like the type, he don't play about those he loves, okay? He don't play. And I can tell already he don't play.
Real quick, I know you got more on Carl. I've been thinking about this for like a week, and I need to ask you.
Sure.
Do you think, and this might be a full topic or you can answer it here. Do you think a show like Love Island on every day, you think, because we talk about it with like, you and Chad talked about this with Major League Baseball. How differently would the show move if it had a 1 week break or two? I know it may not be feasible, to be perfectly honest, because they're in another country.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna explain this because there is a version of Love Island that shoots during the summer but airs during the fall, and that's the Australia version. So the Australia version, they shoot everything during the summer, right? And then they don't even shoot it in Australia. They shoot it in usually Spain. And the only time people vote is at the end on who they want to win.
Oh.
And they'll shoot like the different endings for who like goes home and everything. But I don't think Love Island in the format can work as a weekly show. Okay, because like it can't work as like a bachelorette because
I wouldn't want it as a weekly show. My proposal would be it would be a daily show, but then
like a bit of a break in between, Casa more
after Casa, you break for a week. And like, what would happen if the Islanders had social media for a week? and
they
phones
used
for a
to.
week and then
They
come
used to.
back.
So AA, they actually used to have access to their social media accounts. So in the early UK seasons are crazy. They had a smoking section where they all could smoke and talk to each other. They had access to their own phones and all social media, so they could see what the public was saying. And the reason why they got rid of it is because one of the people on, I think it was season 2, the public was it was bad. It was really bad, and she ended up ending her own life years later. But they've tried it. It's just like it works better if they're not on the phones.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
that's
the
true.
chaos is a little bit more, and then taking a week break, it kind of loses the steam and losing the momentum. Because the thing is, it's like the momentum gains through the season. Like it gains and gains and gains, and then when you get to the end, it's like, all right, we're at the end. Now we got to see who won.
I'm just trying to give ideas for them to be on this week. They should have ended. Well, you had the World Cup final on Sunday, but like it's in the afternoon. They should have ended this upcoming Sunday, not last Sunday. Like they should have went on during the baseball All-Star break, so we would have something more to watch than the ESPYs. I'm just being selfish. That's
okay.
all.
So I mean, you have the UK. The UK is ending next week. Yeah, next Sunday. So you have a Love Island on. It's just that the US, I think it's because I don't know why they do this. I don't know why it's like a week shorter than what it needs to be. I think it should be a week longer. I think that last week should just be like again, like other franchises do it differently. Like for example, in Australia, they do a hotel more. So they just put everybody in a hotel and they bring in the cast of people, and it's both parties. And then you could choose if you want to like leave with that person or stay in your couple. I know in the UK they do the same Casa more, but then they also are a week longer, so they'll bring in bombshells almost a week after Casa more if all the Casa girls and all the Casa boys are gone. So I mean, I think the US is still trying to find their footing. I mean, this season they probably expected it to be popular, but not as popular as it got. Last season, I told you, them demonic clout demons, I don't understand why they made the show as bad as they did.
It broke. It seemed like it broke the format. The casting last year. I think this year, because the UK, I mean, correct me here. I think do they go like 50 episodes or close to 50?
So
and I think our version here is only 35 episodes this year.
30. It's usually 30 to 40 here, and it's 50 there because they have an extra week. So they actually started a week earlier and they end a week later. And then they also, their episodes are 5 days a week. No, actually, their episodes are 6 days a week. And then they'll do an unseen bits. But like their schedule is Monday through Friday is new episodes, Saturday is unseen bits, and Sunday is a new episode and After Sun. And their After Sun is live studio audience.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know we can't do that here, but that would be something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think they're still trying to find their footing with the US version. I know I've seen some people say like, oh, like why is the reunion so far out? Y'all, they've been in a villa for 2 months. They've been in a hotel in Fiji for a month before that. They need to reacclimate to the world.
And can I address that also for a second too? I like that the reunion is later on. Like it let it build up, let it cook, let the answer you need after 6 straight weeks of this show. Sure, you need a little bit of a cool down period, and then boom. End of August, you're locked in. And if the reunion ends up being a 2-night thing, I don't know if it's going to be, but if it's a 1 night or a 2-night tape or, airing, like we're going to be locked in. There's going to be so many things to talk about. Let it build. I've seen people who say like, oh, we want the reunion to be like this Sunday. I'm like, you don't need to do that.
No.
Let it cook. Let it cook.
Because this is the thing. You have the fact that everybody gets to go back home, right? Now, I know Trinity probably isn't going to go back home. She's already said it. I know Anaya's at home, Carl's at home, Kenzie's at home. 90% of the cast is at home, right? They're all back in where they live at, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you have them being able to sit down and talk to their families, and their families be like, girl, you looked crazy. Like, you look like this, that, and the other, right? Then you'll have their ability to then sit down and watch all the episodes. They need to do that. That is essential, because you cannot go into a reunion not watching anything and be like, oh, I don't want to watch my show. You need to watch yourself, because number one, you need to know what happened, and then you need to watch the other things that happened.
Yeah, because your friends gonna tell you what happened, so you might as well see it for yourself. You might as well don't worry about highlights. You might as well see it for yourself, and then at that point, you can see what production did, and then from your eyes, what happened and stuff. Because I love hearing the clips too, Autumn, from like some of the other Islanders who have said, what did you brought up yesterday? I'm drawing a blank, but Trinity, you didn't even explore that. Like Kenzie and Dylan not even knowing that did not make the cut.
Yeah.
Little things like that. Like, I think that's huge. And it adds on to a lot of things, because we want that access. But we as fans, we want to know what they know, and that will help us lock in terms of, they don't know this, but they know that.
Yeah. Like I told you, they're always going to be like the normal ones. Like, I'm going to say who the normal ones are going to be this season. The normal ones that are going to come out the villa and not engage with the hoopla are probably going to be Carl and Anaya, Trinity and Bryce. 100%. They're not going to engage with any of that nonsense, right? Then you'll have the semi-normal ones that might engage with a little bit of nonsense. I actually will put Melanie in the not engaging in nonsense. Sasir's going to engage in the nonsense. He already has started. Zach and Kata kind of already have started a little bit too. But everybody after them that's been dumped from the island 100% engages with the fan emotion, and they let it get to their head. Like, okay, for example, before we get to my top 10, Soul.
Oh,
girl,
yes, I can't wait.
You gotta stop. She has made
keep going, Soul. Keep going.
After video.
Keep that negative energy going, Soul. Let's go.
She made a video, the whole Netflix trend, interviewing for my Netflix documentary about something.
I'm getting sick of that trend, by the way, but yes.
She did one and was like, sitting down for my Netflix documentary about Love Island. Girl, you were there for 2 weeks, not even. Like, what do you have to tell us? And then she keeps liking comments about, I know you weren't treated very fairly in the villa. Soul is literally, there's one person every season, whether it be boy or girl, that comes out of the villa that didn't think they should have been eliminated. And then they let a certain subsection of the audience get to their brain. And then when they get to the reunion and people call it out, it's like, oh, well, I didn't mean that. Well, I'm just like, and it's like, keep that same energy. She's not gonna keep that same energy.
Oh, I think she will. I think she will.
She not, because I'm gonna just tell you like this. Them girls is about to wax her. Them girls is, look, you've been talking about Melanie. You've been talking about Trinity. You've been talking about how the girls were mean to you and bullied you. And it's just like, girl, at this point, get over it. The show is literally over.
Autumn, you know what this reminds me of? So, Flavor of Love, all those years ago. New York and Hoops and whoever was in the final that made it through the show. Great. But then it's that one girl from the second episode that was eliminated.
And she's trying to fight?
Yeah.
That's Soul.
You know who it was? Oh, Flavor of Love people will know this. Rain. There was a woman named Rain.
Man, she was insane. Her in New York getting in that screaming match in the car.
In the van, getting that screaming match. I'm like, Rain was on like 2 episodes. And that was her moment. The reunion was her Super Bowl. I'm going to fight New York. And like, all right, we're going to get Rain off the show. That's it. We're done. But we need New York, because New York is involved in every storyline of the show. this might be the same situation with Sol. I'm not saying she's gonna get into fights, but she's ready for smoke.
But this is my thing with Sol, and we'll end this, and then when we come back, I'll give you my top 10, and then I'll give you my recommendations. My thing with her is that nobody is checking for her. Like, nobody in the villa was checking for her. Like, we've had it's been 6 weeks of conversation about her and Sincere, right? And how Sincere did her dirty. Everybody agrees he did you dirty, girl. Like, nobody disagrees that he did you dirty. We all agree on that. But you cannot keep blaming the girls and saying, well, the girls made it so bad because it was Couples Island. The boys are the ones that sent you home. The girls, if anything, probably would have kept you. They kept Kayla.
They were gonna keep her again.
They would have kept
was
her.
The one that was going home.
Yeah. So my thing is that, like, you have all these animosities towards them, and you're like, oh, they didn't make it hospitable. And even when she was leaving, she was like, it just feels like Couples Island. Girl, it's Love Island. You're mad that Sincere chose Melanie. I told you it's the baby mama effect of she had him, and she was like, I'm gonna keep him, right? He ain't never gonna leave me. And then he left her for the first love, and it's like, well, now I'm stuck with this baby and this man that I still love.
And she wanted to also explore KC, but didn't really do it.
And then she tried, tried to blame Anaya and say Anaya kept interrupting. That doesn't even make sense.
No, as a bombshell. I saw something real quick. And you'll have to fill in the blanks here. Mm-hmm. I don't remember if it was from like season 5 or whoever or whatever. I think it was season 5. A bombshell came over and went to a couple that was sitting down and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pull you for a chat."
It was Imani with Jonah.
Okay, I think that's who it was. And then the girl that he was talking to already is like, "Hold up, we're not done yet." It was like, "That's okay." And she and the bombshell walked off slowly, showed her stuff, and the dude sitting there like, "Oh yeah, I'll be right there. I'll be right there."
It was Imani. It was season 5. She was one of the best bombshells because she bombshelled. Sol expected everybody to chase her, and that's not what you do as a bombshell. Your sole thing to do as a bombshell is to break up a couple that you feel as though doesn't need to be together. She did that.
KC would have folded. If she would have put 3 seconds of effort into KC and Sincere, whatever, but KC would have folded. KC was waiting for a moment to fold, and Sol didn't react. He didn't do it, or she didn't do it.
Yeah, and it's just like, that's why she makes me mad, is because she does this thing where she's like, well, nobody wanted to explore me, and they didn't pull me, and they didn't do this to me. And it's like, girl, you're supposed to be the one to pull them and explore them and get them. That's why I think them getting rid of I think they also got rid of the whole date factor because of Huda, because they did that last season where the bombshells and the OGs that they picked got to go on dates, and then Huda crashed out. So I think they just were like, we don't know if anybody's going to do that this season, if anybody's going to have a really bad crash out.
I wonder if they'll bring that back next year.
They probably will. But when we come back, I will give you my top 10 Islanders, and I will give Double A his recommendations on what trash reality TV to watch until August 31st, when we watch the Love Island Season 8 reunion.
These are my walls, Autumn. My walls.
And he keep making jokes. Up. He keep making jokes about them damn walls. And he said, what walls?
I like that he admitted that too. He was like, dog, come on. I got who I wanted.
Yeah.
I do hope, I have one fear, real quick. I have one fear. I do hope I hope they overcome the snoring. They might have to sleep in separate rooms if the snoring bothers Anaya.
He wears mouth tape now, so it probably has gotten better.
I don't know if I could do that.
I've done it. I snore. I've done it. It's not bad.
Is it comfortable? Like,
No, it's not comfortable, but it does. Or what he could do is get there's this like chin strap thing. I have to show you, where it's like a snore guard where it like makes your mouth forcibly close when you're sleeping. Because snoring, you're just breathing out of your mouth instead of your nose.
Yeah.
And it forces you to breathe out of your nose instead of your mouth.
That's a whole nother conversation. Take us to break. That's a whole nother conversation.
When we come back, I will share my top 10 Islanders for you and our favorite trash reality TV things. And of course, I'll give you my good spiral and bad spiral, but you're watching the Daily Spiral here on Inside Edge Network. We will be right back.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Welcome back to the Inside Edge Network here on the Daily Spiral. Also, this jumping back in real fast and me not paying attention, I promise y'all this is not normal.
No. I'm doing that on purpose. Here's why. Because yesterday we're doing the show or whatever, and then out of the blue, it's just oh, my headphones. It's loud. Oh, crap. It's loud.
That's not why I said that. I said it scared me because it was so loud.
So, am I being petty? Hell yeah. So, I'm going to get you.
It's all right. All right, Double A. Now it's time for my top 10 list. My top 10 Islanders. Okay? There have been a whopping 34 Islanders this season. It's always around that time. That many. 34. Which is crazy to think that 34 people came and went in that villa. All right? Number 10 Caleb. He was there. That's about it. He was there. He was there. Like, number 9, Dylan. When he wasn't crying, he was actually super entertaining, and I didn't hate him. And I actually think if he would have came in sooner, just like Carl, he actually would have been really well liked. So I'm gonna give him number 9. Number 8.
Hopefully he figures out if Kenzie's committed. I'm sure that will never.
Number 8. I hate that I have to put him in here, and it's only because he is genuinely hilarious. It's gonna be Corbin. Corbin is the funniest person on that show outside of Carl. Corbin has zero awareness of what he's doing. He has no clue that everybody is making fun of him. But I have been obsessed with his discovery of his YouTube car videos.
I gotta find those. I need to send those my way. I need to find them.
Baby, baby, be a millionaire. Be a millionaire. I swear to you, every single time it comes up on my For You page, I can't help. And he goes, yo, let's get into it. What? So stupid. So dumb.
Corbin and Casey's running at Casa, all-time goats. All-time goats.
Just buffoonery. All right, so.
Dead ass.
Number 8, literally, or fuck, bruh. That's literally what he said. He kept saying it. All right, number 7, Kenzie, clam slam herself. Didn't mind you, didn't hate you. You're just there. Also, you probably should have been out when Soul got out. But you lasted and you kept me entertained. And then this is the thing. Kenzie will do something where I'm like, damn, girl, you're funny. And then she'll do something else and be like, girl, I hate you. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, the whole movie night. So the way they shot movie night, the first episode is, everybody, all the other women are breaking down and stuff. And Kenzie is just, we didn't know until after the fact, they shot her stuff first. They just aired it out of order. That's why she was silent.
She was the most silent I've ever seen her on that show. Didn't do no kind of split. She's my number 7. My number 6 is gonna have to go to my everything bagel, Jen. She was a nothing burger until she needed to be something. The way she was dogging Gaul out that entire last day, and the fact that she laughed in his face the moment he came in that hotel room, and the fact that she is constantly capitalized off of him being shitty to her, love her for that. She is my number 6. Yes. Yeah. Number 5. I'm going to go Kata. I love my Kata. I do. I love her. But she got to get this whole Zach thing together. We can't. We can't. Like, I can't keep. I love you, but I can't. You can't keep being with him. He is bringing down your stock. It's like the girl with the ugly boyfriend. It's like, girl, he's ugly. Like, leave him alone. And she's like, but I love him. Leave him. You'll find somebody hotter.
and I like her. I ain't gonna hold you. I like her, but yeah, it's up to her. It's up to her.
Number 4, Melanie. I love you too, Melanie. I just wish she would take her own advice. I really do. I wish she would take her own advice. I love her so much, but I just wish she would take her own advice.
Melanie would be, I know they don't do like bachelorette shows out of Love Island, but if they did, Melanie would be one where 20, 25 men will line up to try to get with her and win her love.
Yeah, she's
signing up.
I love her, but she just needs I need her to get it together. All right. She's number 4. Number 3, I'm gonna split this 3A and 3B. It's gonna go Bryce and Carl. The most normal men on the show. I don't understand how these two ended up. We all thought Bryce was a scammer, and I 100% thought Carl was gonna fizzle out. I'm not even gonna lie. I like Carl. I've liked him since the beginning, but I also did think he was just trying to get to the villa. until I saw he really liked Anaya. He liked her. So I'm gonna do 3A and 3B. Number 2, my girl Anaya. There's no season without her. She was the focal point at some point. There's no discourse without her. She showed up, she showed out, and of course she found what I think is love of her life. And then number 1, my Queen Trinity, the young hoe herself. Saying to somebody, looking them dead in their face and saying, "So still you rise." Do you know how many people had to go look up that quote and they had no clue that it was a Maya Angelou poem? Do you know how heartbroken I was that this is what this Maya Angelou quote is going to be remembered as?
I know.
As back tattoo, but she made it. Oh my gosh! Between that, between her crying in Casa over Bryce, between the live stream saying Bryce is irritating her, he look real scrawny, to oh my god, hold on.
I mean, her standing up to KC, she led, and the recoupling, she led that charge. Even and again, it doesn't matter how I feel about KC and stuff, but she was the one leading the charge. Like,
and every time she's
going on, she stood up to TT. Like, what the hell is going on with that? She said both of our number ones.
Trinity, I haven't seen talent like that since Serena. And Serena literally cussed a man out, pushed breakfast in his face, and still that man loves her till this day. Trinity told Bryce, I think it's a friendship couple. Bryce looked at her and said, nope. Cried over him, put a foot in her mouth. Oh, I forgot the best part of the season. The question about her doing what she did at her mama's backseat.
Oh, yeah.
And then her going, well, it's daylight savings time, girl.
Well, if certain laws get passed, she'll have more opportunities.
Girl.
Yeah. If this daylight saving goes through, yeah, she'll have more opportunities.
And then it was them talking, and somebody was like, never, ever done a foot job. And she just goes. And they're like, what in the... I just want to say everything I know about Trinity is just hilarious. She's my number 1 Islander. Her and Anaya, there would be no season without them. For real. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, them two, you would have still... Melanie and Sincere would have been whatever. Like, I've seen enough toxic couples on Love Island.
So I'll say this, every good baby face needs great heels.
And
Casey and Corbin provided
and
that. Sincere provided that. And Sincere didn't portray himself as a heel, but Corbin and KC didn't care. Corbin, the whole screw you America, that whole thing.
Wait, when she was at movie night and she was like, is he deaf or blind or both? Like, I was like, I said, oh, she don't even know. She's just so funny. Now, with 5 minutes left in the show, Double A, are you ready for your trash reality TV recommendations?
Yes. Now, remember my... I don't want to be like my time's limited and stuff, but it is a little bit. And I'm terrible. Like, me personally, if a show doesn't grab me within the first 20 minutes, I know it's unfair, but if it doesn't grab me within the first 20 minutes, or I see too many dicks, like the one show you recommended to me on HBO Max,
is such a great show. I don't understand why he doesn't understand this. Heated Rivalry was such a great show. All right, let's get down to it. Number 1, you want to go Vanderpump Rules, specifically seasons 1 through 7. Skip season 8, skip season 9, season 10. That's what you want.
Okay. Seasons 1 through 7 and 10.
Yes, that's what you want.
Okay. And we start to see the greatness of Ariana.
Yeah, Ariana comes around like season 5. Well, her arc starts season 2, but I told you she kind of sucks her first couple seasons,
Mm.
and then around season 5 is when like the Ariana that we know today comes on. So we got Vanderpump Rules season, right? Summer House, specifically seasons 1, it's the whole show, season 1 through 10. Summer House, great show. They of course had a scandal this year. That's how we get Sierra on After Sun. Summer House seasons 1 through 10. It's also on Peacock.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. Sierra says something on Threads where I'm like, ugh, I don't know. She said on Threads today, men over the age of 30 who uses Snapchat. What are you doing?
That is a red flag. That's a red flag. That's a red flag.
Hold up. That's a real red flag.
That's a real red flag.
Snapchat?
If you and I are over 30, look, I use Snapchat because some of my friends have Androids and I refuse to be in group chats with them on Androids, and I have a Snap score. But I don't use Snapchat for nefarious reasons. If you are a man over 30 and instead of you giving me your phone number, you give me your Snapchat,
that's different.
Stay away from me. That's what she means.
Okay. I thought it was just flat out use it, period. I'm like,
no. If you are a man and your preferred method of contact is Snapchat, stay away from me.
Do date? I'm sorry, we're gonna run over. It's my fault, not yours, because I have a question. I have to, because you're hosting the solo tomorrow, so I won't even get a chance to ask you this. When men and women, I guess, are dating or trying to date, attempting to date, is it a common thing now to hand out your Instagram or social media handle instead of phone number?
Yes, some guys do that. If you're talking to them, like, for example, okay, so I've done this on social media and I picked this up from a dating coach. You don't even give them the option to give you their Instagram or Snapchat. Say, here's my phone number, text me. Because in my experience, if you say, oh, let's keep talking, they'll be like, all right, here's my Snapchat or here's my Instagram. I don't want that. Give me your phone number. We are over the age of 30. We do not need Snapchat unless we get to the point where I do feel comfortable enough to add you on Snapchat. And even then, we should not be communicating as your main method that is Snapchat. No, it should be.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I thought, but you can give out fake phone numbers. I'm not saying you, I'm just saying in general. You can give out fake phone numbers.
I've done that many a time.
I've had it happen, you know, vibing, whatever, and then bet. So if you don't text and confirm the number right then and there, forget about it. So I understand, but I don't know why. Is that standard? Because again, I'm now, I was engaged for a while. Now I'm back in the field. Is that standard? I thought it was just phone. I thought phone numbers was just a universal requirement thing. Like, Instagram.
Some people are like, hey, follow me on IG. And it's like, why would I follow you on Instagram? Give me your phone number, you weirdo. Or follow me on Snap. I'm not adding you on Snapchat, you weirdo. I don't know you like that. And also, like, that's a gateway for them to send dick pics. But that's a whole nother show. Let me continue.
I have a ton of, all right.
There's so many questions. I know. We can have a whole show.
I know.
You know what? Let's do it on Monday.
At some point in like August, we'll do it.
No, let's do it on Monday. On Monday, since you're hosting again.
Yes.
Let's do it on where I tell you all the things that you've missed in the dating world because it's terrible. All right. But let me continue my trash reality TV. Are You the One? Seasons 1 through 4. You got to watch it. Especially the queer season. The queer season is the most insane television I've ever seen. Like, everybody was gaslighting each other. Everybody was committing war crimes against each other. Are You the One? But that's on Paramount.
Yeah, I was gonna. Okay, you answered my question. I was gonna say, is that an MTV show?
Yeah, that's Paramount.
Yeah. I'm intrigued. I've heard good things about Summer House.
Summer House is really good. You would like Summer House. Summer House is really good. Vanderpump is really good. I'm trying to think. You wouldn't like Real Housewives because you're not interested in like the dynamics of women in a group.
Yeah, the only Real House, the only one I liked, and I know it's not technically part of the series. Years and years and years ago, Kevin Hart did the Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Which was basically just Nick Cannon roasting Kevin Hart for 3 seasons.
Yeah, because I would have recommended a bunch of Real Housewives shows, but no, no, you would have liked Miami because like there's Larsa Pippen is on that one, and this was her dating Marcus Jordan era.
Oh, okay.
So actually, you know what? Real Housewives of Miami, particularly seasons 4 to present, and you'll see the insanity of Larsa Pippen. Let's see what else.
I did not realize Jersey Shore. I'm so used to saying Jersey Chasers. Jersey Shore is still on the air, or I think they just wrapped up.
Yeah, it's technically their last season. It's their last season on MTV. They keep saying that they're gonna shop it somewhere else. I wouldn't say Jersey Shore Family Vacation because honestly,
I tried it. I couldn't.
It's not really good. Like it's not prime Jersey Shore where everybody was just in their 20s just doing dumb stuff.
If we had this network back then, like I'm talking season 2, season 3, season 4.
Season 3 of Jersey Shore is some of the greatest television you will ever see in your life.
Phenomenal. Oh my God.
I tell you, season 3 blows all of the seasons out of the water because they are in real time watching the show with the audience. So that's why all of them are fighting constantly. Immaculate television.
Incredible. The men were on a generational run in season 2. Season 4, that was the where were they at in season 4? Italy?
Yes, the Italy season is super dark. It's super dark. I do not recommend watching that season.
Yeah, no. Listen to Autumn. If you want to binge, do not binge watch season 4. Don't do it.
Because everybody was going through crazy stuff and none of us knew it. And then we all found out later on. And then you look at that season, you're like, no. Don't even watch it.
Right.
Let me see what else. Love is Blind. Okay, I will say this. Love is Blind season 1, which is Atlanta, and then Seattle are the ones you have to watch.
All right. I'm a little bit further removed from my previous relationship, so I will give this show another shot.
Love is Blind season 1 is perfect television. Perfect television. It is the most. It's like you know how we always say we want normal people on television and we don't want clout chasers. Mm-hmm. Everybody was normal on that show, so it made perfect television. The Seattle season is probably as close as you get to season 1.
Okay.
Chicago, not good. Denver, oh my God, Denver. When I tell you, pisses me off still to this day that nobody got married on that season. Because the whole point of Love is Blind is to get married. I'm trying to think of what else. What other?
Well, I will be finishing up Your Friends and Neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
The John Hamm show on Apple TV. Olivia Munn's on that show.
Yes.
I'm gonna watch the rest of season 1 and then season 2. I'm picking up Apple TV just to watch that show.
I told Double A, I said he should just get the Apple TV Peacock bundle and save him a lot of money.
I might do that.
Oh, Next Gen NYC. Definitely watch that. That is
what's the name of the show?
Next Gen, GEN, NYC.
Okay. New York.
Yes. The Valley, seasons 1 and season 2. Because I'm just going through now my reality TV.
You're going through a whole list.
Yeah.
It's quarter to my work notes.
And that's about it because everything else is like Real Housewives. Real Housewives is just such a great show. Like I just like it's just such a beautiful show because Oh, you should watch The Traders. The Traders.
Oh,
Traders
I'm shocked you didn't mention that.
The Traders, yes. The Traders, of course. There is one more that I could recommend, but I'm not going to recommend it. Married at First Sight is not. No, don't watch Married at First Sight. You know, this might be my last recommendation, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Don't even go on HBO Max to look this up. Go to YouTube. You'll find everything what I'm about to tell you. 90 Day Fiance. Anything 90 Day Fiance related, just watch it on YouTube. When I tell you AA, you will sit there and you will be like, oh my God, what is this hot mess amazingness on my television? I'm going to just tell you about one couple. Let me tell you about Big Ed.
I thought that show was on TLC.
It is, but it's on HBO Max because Discovery was bought by HBO.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, let me tell you about Big Ed. A man with no neck. His name is Big Ed. He's a man with no neck. Literally, he does not have a neck at all whatsoever. He's also super short. He somehow tricked 2 women into being in relationships with him. One, he completely tore down her mental health, self-esteem, everything you could think of, tore it down to the still so she till this day is just like a shell of herself. The other one, she clocked him real good. Just 90 Day Fiance, Big Ed. And when I tell you, you will go down a rabbit hole of just so much stuff. Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. There's at least 5 spinoff shows. Several people have gone to jail. Several people have scammed hard. Like 90 Day Fiance will have you being like, oh my God, this show is amazing.
All right. I'm going to sample these shows. And on Monday, when I'm back with you, I'm going to narrow this list down to 2 shows.
Start with Vanderpump Rules.
Okay. So I'm just going to lock in and just watch.
I'm going to tell you one important thing about Vanderpump Rules, and that this might make you really want to watch it. Everybody's on cocaine.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said. Everybody's on cocaine.
Hell of a drug.
Mm-hmm. Just when you go into the knowledge with that, the show gets 20 times better. Okay. Everybody's doing cocaine. They're all doing cocaine.
I got one more reality show for you that's about to reach its conclusion. The Summer of LeBron.
I saw that video. It makes no sense, but all right. And this would be you know what? And I'm going to tell you why it's not going to happen. This would be my last point. Steven Jackson was on his show, and he was he wasn't on his show. He was on another show. He was talking about how he was talking to Rachel Nichols, and he told Rachel Nichols that he was talking to Steve Kerr, and Steven Jackson was like he was in his best shape of his life. He was preparing for a comeback. He tells Rachel Nichols. Rachel Nichols reports it. Steve Kerr is like, yeah, we were going to bring you in. Not now, because it leaked out. If Steve Kerr did the exact same thing, he ain't going there.
We'll play the video for you coming up in a couple minutes because I think here's the. I know people are sick and tired of the LeBron story, and I get it. Believe me,
I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it. I'm like, honestly, if he doesn't come here, I hope he goes to like an irrelevant franchise like the Utah Jazz. I'm like, let's go somewhere where nobody cares. Okay, just
please at this point.
Yeah, just go wherever. Okay, at this point, But man, I this LeBron thing is just like, can we just? Oh, here's what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought for 2 seconds. Fanatics Fest is in New York City this weekend. Mm-hmm. He will be on Tyrese Halliburton's podcast later today. He'll be on that podcast, and then he'll be on another program on Friday. Will we get an answer this weekend?
Please.
Please.
I'm begging you.
Please. And my fear, him and Rich Paul, they're going to do Rich Paul, Max Kellerman, they're going to do a pod probably tomorrow or Friday.
I don't even care anymore, AA.
Yeah, I honestly, I think he's going to the Warriors.
Okay, great. You're going to be old as shit.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
I think they're going to have an AAU brotherhood tour and stuff. And honestly, Autumn, it brings up your point. It's like it was sum up this generation of basketball where it's just dominated by AAU players and there's no team loyalty, like none.
No, there's none. And no team loyalty. Nobody wants to win. Nobody wants to stick it out. Nobody wants to actually go through the hard times. Everybody just wants to be friends. And it's like, that's not what makes basketball fun. Do you know what makes basketball fun? The fact that these men hate each other. Till this day, Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas hate each other. Do you know how much life that gives me? Because every time I look at interviews, I'm like, they genuinely hate each other.
Oh, yeah. Isaiah Thomas, to this day,
is mad about that damn Olympic snub. It's been 40 years, bruh.
To this day, it's like, I met the criteria. I met it. All right, let me switch over. Autumn, we're done. Well,
yes.
You're done. You got to work in the morning. You got a solo show tomorrow.
Yes, I do.
So I'm actually excited for it. You got some Marvel talk, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna talk. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the state of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Is it in a good state or not?
We'll talk about it. You'll watch.
All right, fans. I hope you're ready to accept LeBron James going to the Golden State Warriors. And the Browns are dead last in every category. Quarterback room, triplet list, dead last in everything. Are we that bad? Are we that bad? Or are we just the Browns? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that and why I'm not going to volunteer to work a Little League youth baseball game ever. I will never do it. This particular ump did not show up with a D cup and paid for it not once, not twice, but 3 times in the first 4 innings. Autumn, did you see the video?
Yes, I've seen the video. It's been circulating on social media for the last couple days.
I'll play the video for you real quick before you go. Here's the video.
Go! Everybody walk away for a minute. Go!
Stay alive, Ryan. Good job, bud.
Walk out. Ryan, all the way over here. All the way over here. Go! Cam, just go for a walk. Just go for a walk.
Who's telling them to just go for a walk? That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. Just go for a walk. Just go for a walk. Just walk it off. Funny. Hilarious.
That 8-year-old catcher ought to be ashamed of himself. 3 times. 3 times. And the parents is like, oh, that's okay. You go get him. Go get him. All right, Autumn, say goodnight.
Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
And just like that, we welcome you to Midnight Run here on the Inside Edge Network. My name is Anthony Alford. Great to have you along here on this Wednesday night, now Thursday morning, July 16th. It is 12:16, and we are so glad to have you with us. Remember, again, like and subscribe at Inside Edge Net across all of our social media platforms. We are there at Inside Edge Net across all of our social media platforms. There it is. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the TikTok. We are there. Also, our website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. You can see our schedule, our personality profiles. We also have a merch store as well, so definitely check that out. Again, we're a grassroots organization. You know, all the money supported here locally here in Cleveland. Cleveland's digital leader for sports, entertainment, mental health, culture, all that stuff. And we're on Roku. Download Inside Edge Network on Roku. You can take us wherever, or you can sit on your couch, turn on the Roku, type in the Inside Edge Network, and just chill from your TV and watch us from there. So we got a great show for you coming up. We just kind of laid it out. Hopefully by the end of the show, you're not laid out like that. Man, can I just say this real quick? Can I just say this? It's just you and me. It's just you and me. I'm not a parent. I don't know when or if I'll ever be a parent, but I have worked in youth sports, years ago. And occasionally you do have to volunteer yourself to work certain youth events. I remember in particular, I worked scoreboard for volleyball. I worked scoreboard for middle school basketball. It ain't easy. It is not an easy job because sometimes you get locked into the game and some parent is yelling at you, "Start the clock." Clock. Sit down. That video is so disturbing. That is so disturbing. Let me play it for you one more time. This is a youth baseball game. A youth baseball game. This guy, and this is courtesy of, oh my goodness. This video is courtesy of a Twitter page known as Baseball History Nut. You can search for it at nut_history. Let's play the video for you one more time.
Go! Everybody walk away for a minute.
Go!
Hey, walk up.
Stay alive, Ryan. Good job, bud.
Walk up. Ryan, it's all the way over here. All the way over here. Cam, just go for a walk. Just go for a walk.
Yeah, and Autumn's right. Go for a walk. Go for a walk. This dude is hurt. He's been hurt. He's just going to lay him out there. That's crazy. That's courtesy of Baseball History Nut on Twitter. So how about that for you? All right. I think we're nearing our conclusion to the LeBron, the LeBron stuff. And I do feel bad. Listen, don't blame sports talk media or ESPN. This week, the biggest stories has been some random dude on Twitter saying he could do the exact same exercises as LeBron James and he failed. You have the conclusion of the World Cup, which was crazy, by the way, Argentina coming from behind to beat England. That was crazy. Again, they played it at 3:00 in the afternoon because, you got to take care of England. Good riddance. And then apparently during the ESPYs, Mike Tyson finally discovered that Shohei Ohtani is a dude. That's news. That's been the sports cycle. So this is the season of list and will this happen or that happen? And let's be real about it. LeBron James is under no obligation to make a decision at any point. But let's be truthful about this. We're waiting on LeBron because other teams have to make other moves if LeBron's on their roster. For example, here in Cleveland for the Cavaliers, if LeBron is on this team, there's a chance you may have to move Jared Allen. There's a chance you got to create a roster spot for Bronny James. There's a chance you got to do other things. So NBA free agency, typically it's moving at a fast pace. Remember, Giannis, where is he going? Oh, he's with Miami. Jaylen Brown, the trade went down. He's now with Philadelphia. And this happened. If you've noticed, we've all have noticed in the last 2 weeks, everything has stopped. While we wait on, as former Cavalier announcer used to say, Michael Ray guy, we wait for flight number 23, LeBron James. That was early days of LeBron James, Michael Ray guy doing the games. And then, of course, we have Fred McLeod, the late, great, legendary Fred McLeod and AC. That was a whole other thing. I can go on and on about that. But we are nearing a decision. And I think my worst fear is probably going to come true. I think he's on his way to Golden State. I think we are inching close to the ultimate AAU tour documentary. LeBron James competing with one of his best friends, and not just Stephen Curry, but also Draymond Green and, Steve Kerr, playing for Steve Kerr. And we may have gotten some news. Barstool Sports retweeted this from one of the Warriors fan pages. And this is Steve Kerr earlier today. Take this however you want to take this video.
What's up, you guys doing?
Good. Hey, we need to get LeBron, man.
But we need LeBron.
LeBron.
Oh, we got him.
Okay, that's good. And
Put that on Twitter.
Okay, I got you.
Now, again, Autumn, what she said a few minutes ago, she could be right, where somebody lets something slip out in the case, Steve Kerr, and maybe LeBron and Rich Paul says, actually not, right? But I think this is different. I think everything we talked about, myself, Eli's still on vacation. Eli Moon, he'll be back with us on Monday. Or actually, he'll be back with us on Sunday for the main event. Everything that we talked about, I think it's going to happen. And I'm ready. It's been a couple weeks. I'm ready to accept it. I'm ready to accept LeBron James joining the Golden State Warriors. And it is what it is. It is what it is. LeBron has always been about brotherhood. Yes, Eli does bring up a point, though. It's like, how many bros do you have? I get all that. But it doesn't seem to me like I always thought the betting odds were weird because the Cavs were always favorites. But even when Golden State was apparently off the board, somehow they always stuck around and somehow they were always the second running. And let's be real about what's happening, too. Let's be real about this. Golden State is actually the ones recruiting him. Draymond Green is actually hanging out with LeBron James on a personal level, getting in his ear. Again, not just basketball, but on a personal level. They're the ones going out to golf outings and stuff. Stephen Curry, they're the ones staying in touch. From the outside world, we haven't heard anything from members of the Cavaliers in recruiting LeBron James. To me, it seems like, to be brutally honest, the only people that are truly, truly actively recruiting LeBron directly is Golden State. And I think now it's going to pay off. I think he's on his way. Again, if I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong. I hope a day from now or next week or whenever, we could take this tape right here, July 16th, Oh, Double A said this. And you could take it, and it could be on ice cold, freezing cold takes or whatever. And we could put it in the vault. But I think he's on his way to Northern California. I think with LeBron, if LeBron does go to Golden State, his legacy becomes extremely complicated. It's in terms of loyalty, in terms of team loyalty, that completely goes out the window. Completely. It's not about teams. It's about your teammates. It's about players. And that's it. And it's another situation where LeBron's going to go to a team where, let's be real about it, in terms of a fan base, Golden State Warrior fans have already seen multiple championships. They don't care. It's kind of like the Lakers. They're not going to appreciate LeBron James, just like the Lakers. You heard Byron Scott the other day. You heard the Laker fans talk about LeBron. But that's true. LeBron, I think he does care because occasionally he will sprinkle in legacy and things like that. But I said it before. If LeBron's with the Golden State Warriors, I think he's the ultimate villain in my eyes. In my eyes. The national media is going to tell you, hey, enjoy this. This is a great story. This is a great thing. They could shut the hell up. They could kick rocks. And I'm not talking about like the former players. I'm not talking about like Charles Barkley or Richard Jefferson or some of the other former players. I'm talking about pundits like Colin Cowherd, Nick Wright, and others who are going to look, or, Stephen A. Smith, they're going to look and say, we should celebrate this. I ain't celebrating nothing. I'm not celebrating this. Oh, we're going to give LeBron, when the Warriors come to Cleveland, we're going to give LeBron a whole video package. Why? Why? If he goes to the Warriors, why do that? Actually, I'll tell you why I hate the Warriors. I'll tell you why I hate the Warriors. On top of they were our main rivals. But I'll tell you why I hate them. A few years back, I had tickets to go to the Cavs Warriors. Regular season game, I believe it was top of February. I forgot what year. It might have been 22 or 2023, one of those years. And we go to the game. And we had heard news throughout the afternoon, Stephen Curry might sit. He might have a little injury. So he might sit. And then it turned into Steph Curry is sitting, Draymond Green sitting, Klay Thompson sitting. All four of their five starters are sitting. So we go to the game. And there are kids and parent, everyone, and staff members and stuff. They're looking forward to watching us play, but hey, I get to see Steph Curry. I get to see all of this go on. Get to see him in action. Nope. Rest day. In fact, all the starters resting for the Warriors. When they announced the starters, actually, before they announced the starters, they go through the introductions and stuff. They announced the injuries. And they said, this player will not play. That player will not play. This player, DNP. And I saw kids crying because they were in the building. All of them were in suits and ties. all of them. And it was their only appearance in Cleveland. It's a Western Conference opponent, so it's their only appearance. Oh, by the way, the worst part about that whole night, we still lost. I mean, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. I mean, I'm trying to, I think it was 2023. Because, yeah, who didn't play? Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Jordan Poole was the leading scorer for the Golden State Warriors that day. And all those guys are out. Unreal. Unbelievable. So, soon enough, this will come to an end. LeBron James over to the Golden State Warriors. I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, guys, quick break. When we come back, we got some rankings. I told you we are in ranking season. And I got two lists from CBS Sports to show you for the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland's dead last in both of them. Dead last. It's like, are you kidding me? We'll talk about that next. Plus, night one of a 2-night series, 7 up, 7 out. Tonight, I'm going to give you 7 teams that missed the NFL playoffs that are going to make the NFL playoffs this year. And then tomorrow night, I will give you 7 teams that made the playoffs that will miss the playoffs this upcoming seasons. But tonight, I'll give you the 7 new NFL playoff teams coming up. All of that here. I'm Midnight Run right here on the Inside Edge Network. Stay with us.
Keon Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Keon Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Keon Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keonsports.com or on YouTube at Keon Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
All right, welcome back. We're going to talk Browns in like 2 seconds. Shout out to JD from NY from on Twitter. He said today, again, this is a wrestling thing. I'm diverging for just a second. Somebody said this is going to be the promo for Kenny Omega and Real Ospreay to build to their main event match at All In. This is going to be their promos for the next 6 weeks.
Hey, little brother, you want to have a match, brother? Yeah, let's wrestle, brother. Maybe we'll go get haircuts, brother. We'll get the same haircut, brother. Maybe we'll get the same beard, brother. Yeah, why don't we do that? We're the greatest of all time, brother. Greatest at what? Huh?
Okay, that was awesome. That was nice. Oh, man, we got a lot to get through with the Side Hustle Wrestling podcast coming up. Friday morning, 8 a.m., myself and Kyle Cornell will have that for you right here on the Inside Edge Network. I got to show you guys some things. CBS Sports went to town today on a few things. They evaluated the best quarterback rooms, and they also evaluated what they call the triplets list. The triplets list, quarterback, tailback, pass catcher. Could be receiver or tight end. Best three, the trio, right? Well, you don't have to look far to see where the Browns ranked on both of those lists. They're dead last on both of those lists. Not even joking. Let's first look at the QB room. Okay, take a look. According to CBS Sports, 5 worst 2026 QB situations. There we are. Oops, that wasn't supposed to go there. Okay, I can't put that over. Yeah, the 5 worst, there it is. Cleveland Browns are dead last. You see there at the very top, Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders, and, Dylan Gabriel as well. Green is up there. Then you got the New York Jets, Arizona Cardinals, Miami, and Miami is slated to just be terrible. And then Kevin Stefanski's brand new quarterback room with the Atlanta Falcons. They are the 5th worst, but we are dead last. Now, when you look at this list like this, I'm going to put myself on the side there. When you look at the list like this, Deshaun Watson being right there front and center, yeah, you deserve to be there. Now, I think what's interesting about this situation, obviously, is the contract. It's like Deshaun Watson is making way more than any of the other QB1s on this list. Way more. What's funny is that Jacoby Brissett, that's going to be a situation to monitor. I can't wait. Probably the next few weeks or so, we're going to do team-by-team breakdowns here on Midnight Run as we get close to training camp. Jacoby Brissett's a very interesting situation because fantasy football-wise, Jacoby Brissett was amazing. As a fantasy football owner, Jacoby Brissett, I appreciated the fact that Arizona had him attempt 50 to 60 passes a game. I greatly appreciate it. I won some games because of Jacoby Brissett. The problem, his football team, the Arizona Cardinals, did not win football games. Arizona was actually 1-11 with Jacoby Brissett as the starter. Jacoby Brissett was here, and you saw his limitations. And Jacoby Brissett's 34 years old. And CBS Sports is saying basically that Jacoby Brissett is better than Deshaun Watson. Malik Willis, better than Deshaun Watson. Geno Smith, who was horrible with the Las Vegas Raiders last year, horrible, better than Deshaun Watson. And again, I believe in Shedeur Sanders, but if you are in the theory of numbers don't lie, numbers don't lie. Statistically, Shedeur Sanders was one of the worst rookies in NFL history. I'm not saying that talking both sides out of my mouth. That's just what the numbers say. My eyes was when talent was around Shedeur Sanders, he was performing. But nonetheless, in my opinion, this is more of an indictment on on Deshaun Watson being front and center. And Shedeur Sanders, this is all bad. This is all bad. Because here's the other thing. Let's take the QB2s of this list. I would put Shedeur Sanders over every QB2 on this list. I mean, Quinn Ewers, maybe you can have a conversation there. Tua can't stay healthy, worth anything. Gardner Minshew, I mean, he's been around, he's going to do whatever, but obviously you're not going to grow with him. Jets, what the hell? So if Deshaun Watson was eliminated from this graphic, I don't think the Browns will be dead last in QB situations. But again, if you're talking about situations, they should be dead last here because it is a situation. There's clearly one guy on this graphic that makes way more money. In fact, I think you can combine every contract with every other guy on this graphic, and it still would not equal what Deshaun Watson makes. So it's a terrible thing. It's terrible. It's you spent so much money on Deshaun Watson, you got to figure out one more time if he's that guy. And I said earlier in the week, I think the Cleveland Browns are going to go out of their way to ensure he is that guy. One more go around the Deshaun Watson experience. I don't think his body was going to keep up. And it's going to cost you some games. It's going to cost you some games. But that wasn't the only thing that CBS Sports ranked. They also ranked what we call triplets. And let's take a look at that list. 2026 NFL triplets rankings. They take the quarterback, the running back, and pass catcher, receiver, or tight end. This, I flat out disagree with. Now, this assumption here, according to CBS Sports writers, this is going off the assumption that Shedeur Sanders is going to be the starter. Junkins, and here's the deal. Let's see how Quinshon Junkins looks, coming off of injury. And I know people are using, he didn't average that much in terms of yardage per carry. Well, you got to remember, one of your leading receivers last year was Jerry Jeudy. You're not doing much with that. Harold Fannin Jr. listed here. I mean, obviously he's a tight end. That's who they used here. When Fannin was healthy, and he's going into year 2, Shedeur and Fannin were locked in step. They were connected. I think ranking them 32nd on the triplets list is BS. I don't know what the hell is going on with Miami. And maybe Cam Ward, you got Cardinal Tate over at Tennessee. Maybe, Tennessee could do some things, but they're going to have growing pains. But I was certain the Jets at 29, I think, is too high. I think that's too high. I think the Jets should be, honestly, Miami should be 32. Jets should be 31. And then you can make a case Cleveland could be at 30. The key with Cleveland is going to be their top-ranked draft class. You got Casey. Now I'm saying Casey, I think of Love Island Casey, but no, Casey Concepcion. You got him, you got Boston in there too. So you're going to rely on rookie receivers, but if they could come through and then you got Fan in there as your tight end, you could do some things and you're going to shoot up in the rankings. So I do agree with the QB room situations. Our situation is terrible. Terrible. I do agree with that. I do not agree with the triplets list. That's just piling on. I could identify the Jets and Miami right there. Like, come on now. So I do find that I found that to be a little bit interesting. All right, coming up next, our 2-part series, 7 up, 7 out. Today, I will reveal 7 teams that did not make the NFL playoffs that will make the playoffs this year. And then tomorrow, I will reveal the 7 teams that made the playoffs that are going to be out this upcoming year. We'll talk about that next, right here on Midnight Run. We'll be right back.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Hey, it's Autumn Chisholm here from the Daily Spiral, and you guys are going to be joining me all week. We're going to have a kind of a funky show. Double A Anthony Alford will be joining me all week instead of Chad and Eli. Eli will be on vacation, but this week we are going to get into everything. We are going to get into the MLB All-Star break, the slowest week in sports, the Love Island USA fallout, and much more. And then on Thursday night, you're going to join me solo, and hopefully, LeBron James will have picked a team by then, so I don't have to talk about him. But you are going to watch the Daily Spiral here on Inside Edge Network every night, Monday through Friday, from 11 to 12 p.m.
Find us online at InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on all your favorite Inside Edge Network personalities, favorite shows, and our network partners. And also, we are independent. We are grassroots. Support us and support your local community digital sports leader with our merch store. Yes, we have a merch shop. There it is right there. Look at all the great stuff you can get there. The Champion Packable jacket. Got the Inside Edge Network t-shirt. How about hats? How about a glass? How about an official polo from the Inside Edge Network? We got water bottles as well. And you can customize it. Multiple different colors and sizes that we have available for you. That's right. Rep the network. Support us here at the Inside Edge Network. We are Cleveland's digital leader for sports, entertainment, mental health, and the culture. Check out our merch store right now at InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
Hey guys, great show on Unfiltered today. Talked about a lot, including a possible sales tax that you may not vote for. You got to find out and listen to the show to figure out what's going on in Cuyahoga County. We also talked about the new leading cause of OD deaths here in the county. Man, just seems like it's a constant hamster wheel of different things happening. Also, Facebook. Kind of been pretty shitty lately. We talk about that too at the beginning of the show. All that and more. Plus, hey, tomorrow, all the different news notes, anything you can imagine here locally in Northeast Ohio, we got it for you. Maybe LeBron finally makes a decision tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Nevertheless, you can find out right here on Unfiltered, all along the Inside Edge Network. I will see you at 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Hey, I'm Chad Bryan. Catch Inside Edge Primetime weeknights at 10 p.m. here on the Inside Edge Network.
All right, so I was checking out KeonSports.com. Keon Sports, our partners here at the Inside Edge Network. And Vince McKee, his entire team, they do a great job. And they are ramping up high school football coverage. We're going to partner up with them for high school football coverage. And I was like, they already have team previews for certain teams. I saw Solon was on there. Barberton was on there. A couple of team previews there. And you got to realize high school football, the regular season starts 1 month from this Friday. 1 month. Like it's not that far away. So we might play some of the team previews for you coming up in these next few weeks, but go to KeonSports.com. They got the team previews. They have schedules out as well there. But yeah, the Solon team preview. Antonio Hall, he is the new head coach at Solon. So, yeah, definitely check that out. They talked with Brady Bush. Brady Bush is a two-way senior athlete who's committed to Miami of Ohio. So, KeonSports.com, they have all that. Definitely check it out. Shaw is in there. And they have schedules as well. Shaker Heights there. So we'll play some of those. I'll see if Vince, if he's okay with us doing that. We'll play a few of the team previews right here on Midnight Run in the coming days. All right. It is time. Part 1 of our 2-part series. 7 up, 7 out. 7 teams that will... 7 new teams that will make the playoffs, 7 teams that will be out of the playoffs. Now, here's the crazy thing about the NFL playoffs. I'm going to show you real quick if this is the correct. Here it is. So this was and courtesy of NBC, these are the teams that made the playoffs this past season. These are all the teams. Now, statistically, since the NFL has expanded from a 12-team to a 14-team format, traditionally, just about over 6 teams, there are 6 new playoff teams, typically 6 to 7 new playoff teams every single year. There's usually a surprise in there, but let's have some fun. Let's just say half the field is going to be replaced with new teams. So let me give it to you right now. 7 new playoff teams, and here they are. Some of these are obvious. Some you're like, wait a minute, what? So Kansas City is the obvious one, right? Kansas City, the return of the greatest quarterback to ever have lived, Patrick Mahomes. How is his progress going to be? What are you looking at, from that standpoint with the Chiefs? But, let's see. The AFC West is going to be competitive, but the Chiefs always find a way. And here's the thing about elite quarterbacks. Elite quarterbacks, especially when they're young, but then, they grow up and stuff, they get smarter. They're smarter. They're smarter people. So you don't necessarily have to be fully on your legs and things like that. I think the Chiefs, even with Patrick Mahomes, he's recovering from a torn ACL. I would think by the end of September, Mahomes is in. But Justin Fields can win games for you. Justin Fields, under Andy Reid's system, can win some games for you. So Kansas City's a no-brainer. I got 2 AFC North teams, Cincinnati and Baltimore, both getting in. Of course, Baltimore was 1 field goal kick away from getting in. They didn't. If they would have made that field goal kick, maybe Harbaugh would still be employed with the Ravens. Now he's with the Giants, who we'll talk about in a second. Cincinnati, they got the skill players. We know that. Have they made the upgrades with their offensive line that's needed? Can Joe Burrow get through a season without getting hurt? We will wait and see. But here's my thing. The AFC North, I think you only need to win 10 games to win the division. I think you only need to win 10 games. I think it's going to be a dogfight. I think Cincinnati, Baltimore, and Pittsburgh will obviously put up a fight. Cleveland will disrupt things once they put in Shedeur Sanders. But the reason why Cleveland's not on this list is because they're going to be effing around trying to figure out Deshaun Watson. It's going to cost them some critical September games. Because my theory, I said this before, I think Shedeur Sanders takes over in week 4. Thursday night against Pittsburgh. I think under Shedeur Sanders' leadership, I have the Browns winning somewhere around 6, 7, maybe 8 games. But it won't be enough because they're going to lose. They're going to be 0-3 with Deshaun Watson in September. And you're going to say at the end of the season, man, if we would have had Shedeur from the beginning of the season, maybe we beat Tampa. Maybe we beat Carolina. Maybe we beat Jacksonville. But not happening there. Again, there's a couple of these teams that are like, well, maybe you would say duh, but there are some surprises. Detroit. Detroit has one of the easiest schedules in the NFL this season. One of the easiest schedules. The Detroit Lions, they're going to feast off of their easy schedule. Jared Goff, and a year removed from losing Ben Johnson as offensive coordinator, they're going to figure things out with Detroit. Their offense is going to come together, and they're going to feast off of their easy schedule. I think Detroit gets in the playoffs. The Giants, under John Harbaugh, I might have slipped up and said Jim earlier. We're talking about Baltimore. John Harbaugh. I think the NFC East is a complete toss-up. You could argue any of the 4 teams in the NFC East to win it. That includes Washington with Jaden Daniels. That includes, obviously, Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts, what's going on there, although they did lose A.J. Brown. See how they materialize there. Maybe you could make a case for Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, but their defense might say otherwise. I think the Giants, if they could stay healthy, Dart at quarterback, he was showing great signs until he was hurt. Cam Scatterboo was a breakout star last year. Absolute breakout star. And they have a better head coach. And not to mention, too, Malik Neighbors in there as well, who was an absolute beast. And you have a better head coach in John Harbaugh. I don't know if the Giants will win the NFC East, but I think the Giants are going to make the playoffs. Tampa will make the playoffs. Tampa, it's the NFC South, so somebody has to represent the NFC South. Baker Mayfield, contract year. Now, they have to do it without Mike Evans. Mike Evans no longer with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I believe now he's with the Niners, Mike Evans. So, one less weapon. But if Baker can stay healthy, and again, it's a contract year for Baker Mayfield. Baker will be like he was last year, but then he faltered. He got hurt. And I'm going to actually watch quarterbacks on Netflix because quarterbacks actually, there was a clip that I saw where they actually addressed Baker's shoulder injury situation from last year. Tampa Bay, I got them going deep. And I got Minnesota. Again, this is one of those cases where you got to pick 7. I got Minnesota. Minnesota has the team. They have the tools. They got Justin Jefferson. They got, everything you need. They got an offensive mind and Kevin O'Connor. Kyler Murray. Can he win that starting job and benefit from having a tall target in Justin Jefferson and being in a favorable offensive system? Not that he wasn't in a favorable offensive system with Cliff Kingsbury, but I trust the offensive minds of the Minnesota Vikings just a little bit more than Arizona. So, the 7 new teams. I have Kansas City, Cincinnati, Baltimore, Detroit, New York Giants, Minnesota, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, tomorrow, here's the deal. 7 up. Tomorrow, 7 is out. 7 out. So, we got 3 new AFC teams, 4 new NFC teams. So tomorrow, I will reveal which 3 AFC teams are coming out and which 4 NFC teams are coming out and are going to have disappointing seasons. So we'll get into that tomorrow right here on Midnight Run. We didn't have time to really get into this today. Hopefully we'll have time tomorrow. Which All-Star break is worse? Major League Baseball or the NBA? I do want to get to that coming up on the show tomorrow. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Midnight Run. Again, remember to like and subscribe at InsideEdge Net. We have phenomenal programming, including every weeknight, the mega stream, 3 shows, 1 stream from 10 a.m. all the way here to the late night hours, in the wee hours of the morning. We have you covered. Also Unfiltered, 5 p.m., our local news talk, community-driven show with our own Kyle Cornell, 5 to 6 right here on the Inside Edge Network. Voice of the Land also comes your way tomorrow right here. Again, like, subscribe at Inside Edge Net. Download the Roku app. Inside Edge Network on Roku. And no, don't welcome. That's tomorrow. InsideEdgeNetwork.com. We got that covered for you. All right, folks. I didn't sleep that well. It's hot. We're going to rest up. I have shows to watch. I'm not watching all these shows. There's no way I'm watching all these shows. Are You the One? Love is Blind. I don't know about Love is Blind. Vanderpump Rules. I'm going to give that a shot. I'll give you a report next week on Vanderpump Rules. I'll give that to you. Okay, folks. We're going to call it a day. I will see you guys tomorrow. By the way, we're not on the, unless LeBron makes a decision on Friday, he might. We're not on the air Friday. Friday, we're going to replay our Love Island season finale watch along on Friday. Just because I work two long shows on Sunday. So tomorrow, Chad is solo, Autumn solo, I'm solo tomorrow. So definitely check that out. For our entire team, Double A signing off. Have a good night. Man, you got to hit some stuff too. Everything. There you go. I'm out of coffee and it's 1:07 in the morning. So with that being said, good night.